This your boy Double A. We out here glowing up, blowing up, throwing up, exploding, surviving and thriving, baby.
Another Bobby Beat.
Feeling right, I'm okay. Blowing up my whole way. Growing up day by day. Bring it off, going my whole way. Everything can find a break. Going up day by day. Bring it off, going my whole way. Everything can find a break. Going up day by day.
Started from the bottom, now we're on top. You want those, I got them, and they don't stop.
From Oklahoma City, yeah, where I came. To Los Santos City is now where I reign. As a boy, I felt nothing but pain. Made me a man, and without it wouldn't be the same. Grown up on the streets, just slanging meth. Now I'm out on the streets, still slanging meth. Southside looking something like the Wild West. Dumb cows coming out, puffing out on the chest. On the mind all day, motherfuckers obsessed. Pulling out the Uzi, all the motherfuckers soft pressed. Self-made millionaire, never ending success. The one thing I don't have is a single ounce of stress. Open up the bank account, looking like a treasure chest. Top of the game, easy clap, there's just no contest. Bring it all, going my whole way. Everything can find a break. Going up day by day. Bring it all, going my whole way. Everything can find a break. Going up day by day. Everything go on my way, packing up, collecting pay. Now just get out of my way. On top is where I will stay. Continuously I will slay. Rapping is just how it's played. Skill I will put on display. Flow is an endless buffet. Uzi I will go and spray. Remember my name, Double A. This time I'm going in and I'm fucking committed. The cops are driving, so they try to just hit it. The boys got a raise and the bank loot will split it. And on the next job, all my skills I'll exhibit. Jumping and rolling and popping and smoking and popping the cops in the joints I am smoking it. Everyone laughing it up while I'm joking. The door off the vault with the laptop I broke it. Feeling great, I'm okay. But when I'm on your way, going up day by day, day by day. Going all way, everything can find a break. Going up day by day. Spread off, going all way, everything can find a break. Going up day by day. Sweat dripping, windows down while I'm driving. Cops saw me steal this car, so I'm hiding. Driving up Los Santos Freeway, trying to hit the lowest to stay out of my way. Driving at the junkyard and we chop it up and throw all of the materials into my truck. My mama told me that I shouldn't be out here grinding, but I need to pay off my car, so I went inside it. Need to get a Mayday, speeding up the freeway to Polito Bay. Cops stay out of my way. Crime is built on my plate. Pockets got too much weight. $8 where you pay, chop it all damn day. Chop it all night. chop shop. So much I won't stop, even now.
What's up?
Hey,
I'm just watching you.
hello everybody. Welcome to the Pixelcast episode 4. We're here. I'm on the wrong screen. Hold on. Oh, that's also the wrong one. Oh, wait. There we go. And it's not capturing right. Hey, welcome to the Pixelcast where we have horrible technical difficulties.
Well, you did just
How's
upgrade your
everyone's-
computer
Yeah, fuck Windows.
and fucked
Everyone
everything up.
blame Windows 11. It's their fault. Hold on. I'm going to get this
I think
working.
everyone blames Windows for
There we go. Hey. Hey.
Oh, I gotta do something.
It's not. Why is it? Oh, really? Oh, that's annoying. Well, hey, how's it going? This is the Pixelcast. We're here to talk about No Pixel and everything No Pixel related. Hope you're all having a great day. There's been a lot. We did end up missing last week. Just due to I was still moving into my new place and there was just a lot of stuff going on. So we did end up, not having a episode last week. So a lot has happened between now and then. But we're going to do our best to try to go over as much of it as we can. First things first, we're going to go around the horn. We have a couple people who are going to be joining us a little bit later. Scotty is in the middle of something, I guess. And Lil Cap is, I think he is not feeling well. So I don't think he's going to be here today. But we will start with introductions. My name's Aaron RP, twitch.tv/AaronRP. I play AA. I just released my new album. Go check it out. SoundCloud.com/AARap. The album is called The Champ. Yeah, that is me. Up next, Noel, you're muted. Why don't you tell us a little bit about
my
yourself?
bad. I gotta push the talk button. My bad. No Illusions on Twitch. I make DMCA free music. I play Bobby Beats on the server, and that's it. Really, that's it. I'm easy. Go ahead, Zai.
That's it. My name is Zaitaro. I play Cameron Shaw. I used to formerly play Oswald Tinkerman, and then I decided to destroy everything that I had built up for 5 months and try
Alexa,
to do
turn
some
on the
cool
studio
things.
lights.
And it kind of worked out, kind of didn't. I make music.
All right.
My next story is
Wetbow, go ahead.
Fuck that guy. You're good, dude. He has
I don't
tiny
think he's here
hands.
yet.
all right. I'm Wetbow on twitch.tv/Wetbow. I've played like over 100 characters at this point.
Jesus.
Some of you may know me as Walmart Burn. I've played Party Hardy, Amadeus. I even played Mr. 9. Reddit didn't like that one though.
I don't like anything we do.
Seymour, Balboa, like you can just there's a whole list. That's who I am.
All right, Scotty, are you with us? Hello?
No, he's not. He's completely muted.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Plus,
All right.
for everyone listening, I just want to make it abundantly clear how tiny Cloudy's hands actually are. They are not big enough for him to be like really, matter.
He actually struggles to hold a can of Coke. Like that's
It's actually depressing.
Cloudy,
This man
he has the smallest hands I've ever
literally
seen.
hands down.
Yeah, baby hands down. I think he qualifies for disability.
It's really bad.
You guys seen Scary Movie 2? Like it might be worse.
Take my good hand.
Take my good hand.
Take your good hand. He does not have a good hand though. He has awful hands, just all entirely.
So there you go. I guess we introduced him for him. So
yeah, that's pretty much. He would have said probably the exact same thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's,
exactly.
We're reading off his script.
Pretty much.
All righty. Well, we will get right to it then. How was everyone's weeks? Noel, how was your last 2 weeks? It's been a minute since we've caught up.
All right. Well, I mean, like IRL or in character?
In character, both? IRL, both. How has your last 2 weeks been, just in general?
The last 2 weeks have been crazy for Bobby because Bobby left yet another gang. He left GSF as a prospect, and he started his own gang. For me, it's been exciting as fuck. One, because I'm doing that, and it's really scary to start your own thing. But outside of the server, I'm also doing a lot more music, and I'm currently taking the music course, and it's just really exciting for me to be getting back to music hardcore like that. To the point where if things go well in a year, I might not even be streaming full time anymore. So I'm kind of excited to see where that goes. But yeah,
I'm really excited for that too. That's awesome to hear. It's very cool.
Right.
I'm excited for you. So you're doing, what are you doing? Music production, audio engineering?
Music production and working on getting placements with major artists right now.
Wow.
No, you can't stop streaming, bro.
Yeah, well, if I get those placements, and they end up being really good placements, who knows what will happen? Oh,
as soon as your hands get bigger.
Hey, we already introduced you to everybody in chat, man.
We got you covered.
We got
easy.
You.
What?
Yeah, we got you, bro. Don't worry about it.
Shit, man. What's good, man?
Yeah, we were 100%.
It's really good.
I'm introducing myself, man.
All right, Scotty, introduce yourself.
Fuck.
Wait, have y'all all introduced yourself already?
Yeah, we're past that, bro. We're like an hour into this shit already, bro.
Hey, guys.
Bro, we were waiting on you, bro.
Hey, guys. How's it going? Scotty, the IT guy here. My week's been fucking crazy. The Italian mafia's nuts. We already got raided. 2 years on the server. And a week of being with the Italian mafia, and I got raided. Amazing.
PTSD. Wait, what was it? Air One. We got to show.
Every time I hear a helicopter, I now have PTSD. I had the most interesting thing happen with me at the end where OTT called Scotty. And man, I already knew OTT was gonna try to pin Scotty against Bobby, and it's fucking happening, man. It's a lot of shit's gonna happen tomorrow, man. I hope you're ready for it. Noel.
Yeah, I'm ready. So,
honestly, it's been fun though, man. I've been really, really enjoying it, and really just the mafia's been great, man. It really has.
I can tell you've been having a lot of fun.
Yeah, Wetbow, I appreciate you being here, by the way, man.
Hell yeah, man. Of course.
Yeah, if I can pivot, I actually am a huge fan of Wetbow. For like specifically Party Hardy. He actually his character your character deadass actually was a part of Oswald. I played Oswald Tinkerman. We never really met all that much in character.
I remember meeting you.
Yeah, we met a few times, but it wasn't like anything major. But dude, you were a running gimmick for like my character for a bit. I collected literally every single rarity of the Party Hardy cards and would randomly pull them out during awkward conversations.
Party Hardy is amazing.
Party Hardy. So it's a real treat for me to get to meet you because I was actually a huge fan of your characters and think that you're probably one of the best role players on NoPixel.
That's very kind of you, man.
Actually true, man. Your characters are fucking. Your characters are amazing.
I was so excited, bro.
I wouldn't even call you the Walmart burn. I would call you the Target burn. You know, you're like that high quality,
that's that premium shit,
You
luxurious.
guys are about to shit on me. You guys are about to shit on me. I don't know I don't know any of your characters.
Who the fuck are you, bro?
I don't know anybody.
Who made you?
I just don't know.
All right, this guy made a character named Megaphone.
Made you. OTT made you. You know what I mean?
No, I just don't know. I don't know everybody. I'm saying like I don't know.
I thought we introduced each other, man.
If you weren't so busy being at war 24/7, you would get to socialize a bit.
When's the last time I was at war? Listen, Wetbow, listen. We're gonna meet in character. We're gonna meet in character, all right? And
I actually remember meeting you.
The funny part is, I mean, he plays so many characters that you've probably met him like half a dozen times, right?
I probably have met him then. Oh
That's
shit, you play a lot of characters?
Yeah, I play a lot.
See, I'm not talented like that. I only got like 1 or 2 under my sleeve. That's all I got.
You know,
we're one voice Andes, bro.
I'm on one voice Andy. I mean, I got some.
Speak for yourself, sir. I have 2 voices now.
With your character that your introduction was, I fuck my sister.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I remember that.
I remember that was awful. That was great.
We ain't gonna talk about
where were
that.
we were doing something, right?
It was last time on the show. I was talking about my new character.
Hell yes. That's great. And then Scotty's here, I guess. It's cool.
So, hey, we didn't finish going around talking about people's weeks. Zydero, how was your week?
Yeah.
It's been up and down. I got my new character.
Your mic's a little scratchy.
Yeah, fuck. I don't know what to do.
It's been off and on. It's been off and on since he joined. It's fine.
Yeah, it's been on.
Oh, really? Oh, damn.
Yeah, just keep going.
Is it the cord?
Okay. I don't know. It's probably something. You have tiny hands. Right, shut the fuck up, Scotty.
Oh my god.
So my new character Cameron Shaw is a solo cadet in the DOC, soon to be cop.
Oh yeah.
Yo, shout out to the Italian Mafia for giving me a scorpion and all kinds of shit, not knowing I was making a cop character. Gang shit. What up?
Oh my god, man. Fucking guys. I mean, you literally told Scotty you wanted to be like a cop. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I was pretty open about it.
It was DOC, or you were literally open about it.
Yeah, I know.
Double A, when he first met you, he was like, all right, time to get you arrested immediately so that you have a record.
I wanted to go DOC. He's like, nah, you're going to jail today.
Oh yeah, man.
It was a good week.
Be that way. But no, my week's been up and down, man.
You got COVID.
Really sick. I did.
How's it been?
That, man.
Fucking awful.
I'm sorry to hear that,
luckily with the double vax, it's been helping a lot.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I was worried about your ass, man. Like it
was bad, dude. My chest still really hurts.
Are you pretty much
so
over
my sleep
it now?
schedules? No. God no. I'm in a lot of pain, but it's better. It's like right now it feels like a bad form of bronchitis, where it's like upper respiratory issues. So like I can't sing on stream anymore right now, and it sucks that I can't scream. I can talk, but I have to take deep breaths when I do it. But it's all good. That's why I'm not going to be here. Yeah, no, I mean I streamed. I mean I'm not going to stop what I'm doing just because I'm sick, bro. You know, I'm just not that kind of person. But no, the RP's been okay. I started playing Final Fantasy 14 again, getting ready for the new expansion. I'm excited for that. So now I don't have to fucking only stream GTA. You know what I mean? Kind of frees up the options. Battlefield literally sucks dick.
Really? I've heard a lot of mixed things. I've heard people say it's amazing. I've heard people say it's terrible.
Refunded it. I was one of the whenever pre-orders were available months ago, I pre-ordered the Ultimate Edition and I refunded it on night one. You can refund it.
I've heard a lot of good stuff about it.
It's not. How long have you played on it?
I haven't played it yet.
Then you can refund it.
It's not even out technically. It's not even out yet, right? It's like in early access or whatever.
Oh, is it? I don't fucking know.
Yeah, it's not even actually out.
It's by time played. If you do like more than 5 hours, you can't refund it. But if you haven't played it, you can. You just gotta go through Steam. Anyway, but yeah, my week's been okay. It's been a challenge, but you know, I'm very blessed to still be able to stream. I had a really good stream today, so
yeah,
I'm very blessed about that.
I'm glad you made it through the the COVID gauntlet relatively healthy. You know, you didn't die, so that's good. So happy for
Yeah.
that.
Oh God, knock on wood, please, for the love of God. I just want you to know that and I told this on stream, that if I die, dude, I'm gonna be the angriest ghost, and you're all fucked.
Oh no, please
I'm
don't.
vengeful as fuck.
The last thing the last thing I need is a petty, vengeful ghost.
Oh, it's gonna happen, bro.
Is one of those douchebag friends that always plays pranks on you, but you can't do nothing about it.
Yeah,
That's what it's gonna be.
you're gonna get like all this, like you're gonna finally get your mansion, and then my ghost is gonna log onto your character and sell it back to the government.
Oh no.
And then give away your remainder of your money to charity. But that's all good. Scotty, I guess, is next, but no one really cares.
Yep, Scotty, how was your week?
Already. Oh, yeah, he already did. He did. You remember he did his.
Wetbow, how was your week? In character and out of character.
Nice, man. Way.
My week was pretty good. A lot of great role play this week. Recently got priority last month. So.
Congratulations. Let's go.
Oh yeah, man.
Amadeus.
I'm able to sleep now. I'm able to wake up at a reasonable time, do some IRL shit, then hop on the server and just make stories happen, you know? That's what it's all about.
Well deserved, dude.
That's awesome. I'm happy to hear that, man. That's great.
The last 2 weeks been pretty crazy, or since you got Prio? Like,
yeah, who have you been playing? What characters have you been playing recently?
It's Viviana, Kisnu, Carmen, that group.
Oh yeah,
what a great RPers, like very
I haven't personally met Carmen, but I've met Viviana and Kisnu, and I've RP'd with them a lot. Yeah, I enjoy them a lot, 100%.
Carmen's such a great role player. I liked, like, she and Oswald had kind of a back and forth at some points, because there was a time, like, you know, Oswald and Lasagna would kind of get into it, and that's like they're like best friends. Like, in character, Oswald was always like annoyed at Carmela, but like Carmen is just such a great role player. Like,
yeah, Alex is
fantastic.
really good as well.
Oh, Alex, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, that's the group I've been hanging around. I hop on Amadeus, but it's just like kind of hard to find stuff to do. Because you gotta find like that right person to roleplay with when you're on a character like that. And recently, it's just haven't found anybody.
Let's talk about that, actually. The state of the server thing. How are you guys feeling about it? Aaron, is that okay?
So yeah, so I guess our first topic then, state of the server. What do you guys think about the server as it stands right now? And we'll start this conversation by saying the last couple of days, the server hasn't even been full. Literally 0 queue, as in anyone could just log in. But that's where the server is at right now, where it's not even full.
Why do you guys think that though? I think it's because like Battlefield probably came out.
I think game releases help, but I mean, there's also, you know, you would think though that, because I mean, if you guys remember
COD as well.
Well, yeah, there's new games out, but there's also going to be those hungry role players that their dream is to be in No Pixel, just like all of us. You know what I mean? That are fighting to get there. I think it should still, you know, it's a little bit rough. And someone in chat just said it has been really scuffy lately.
Very.
And also, scuffy. I don't know. I think at least for me personally, which is why I'm so glad I did DOC, because the prison is like its own another world of RP. You know what I mean? It's a completely separate thing.
I'll see you in there, man.
Everything is stale, dude. I fucking hope so.
Hey,
dude.
thank you for the raid.
5 years in prison, man.
10 minutes.
5 years in prison. I'll see you in there, man.
All right. I was fucking tasing
5
money,
years.
all right. I'll come for you. Was really good. No, but I think everyone is just tired of the same shit. And that's not saying that anyone is doing anything wrong. It's just I feel like it's been long enough in 3.0 that the established characters, whether you're a big streamer or not, are established already. You know what I mean? Like, they're
very established.
You know what I mean? And I feel like everyone's kind of gotten into a groove of things. And once you're in that groove, the people that don't play perma characters or a lot of characters like Wet, they just kind of lose stuff. Like, look at Rami, dude. Like, in CG, bro, they literally have custom cars, and they literally log in and do the same exact thing every single fucking day, and that's hit the vault. You know what I mean? They rob banks, they do this shit. Name a day in like the last couple weeks that CG hasn't logged in and done the vault.
I don't
Like,
watch them enough to say for sure.
Yeah, I was about to say I haven't.
Yeah, but
I
you
don't
guys
watch
are
them
awake in
either.
the server. You know, I mean, typically people at least know what's going on.
I have no idea what's going on.
God damn it!
I don't know.
Professional
I'll be honest.
podcasters, they always do it. It might not be the vault, but they're doing heists.
I'll be
You know
honest.
what I mean?
I don't watch other streamers.
God damn,
Yeah,
these
I don't
fucking
really watch
Yeah.
very much.
I
I've
haven't
been on
been
that. I've been on
either.
that mindset too.
Like,
I
The only
haven't
people I've been
time to.
watching. I think the only people I've been watching is like Noel, Double A, a little bit of Zai, obviously, and then the Italian Mafia boys. I think that's about it. I'm not really
Honestly, I
like
think
I said,
that
it might not have been specifically the vault, but they've been doing heists.
right.
You know what I
Sure,
mean?
we believe
Right,
you, Zai. Right.
yeah, backpedaling, moving the
No way.
goalposts. Okay.
I'm just saying.
I'm messing.
Look,
On it. No,
let me
but
put this
wait. So the
go ahead.
viewership, I think us not watching streams, whereas before I used to watch No Pixel streams all the time. I think us not really watching streams that much anymore is something that the viewers are doing too. I feel like everyone, even people who aren't on the server, I feel like there's just a lot of people that are just like
It's
kind of
down,
burnt
for
out
sure.
on watching No Pixel. Everyone's numbers are way down. Even the big guys who normally have a huge amount have a slightly
Yeah,
less
they-
huge
I've
amount.
noticed that too. I was talking to
um,
Yeah,
Farmhouse
my numbers have
about
been
that.
doing good.
I mean, yeah, so
down.
it's like, just on average throughout everything, like there's just kind of like a sense of like boredom. Like everyone's just I feel like the content has been kind of repetitive and there's really not very much engaging going on right now, and it makes people not have that drive to want to, that like urge to like, oh, I'm so excited to hop in and like just waiting for your favorite streamer to go live. Like I remember back in the day when I was a viewer, like, I was a big OTT viewer, right? Like when the Misfits shit was going on, like every morning I would wake up just so excited. Like I would be on his Twitch page before he's even live, like waiting for him to go live, like so hungry. But I feel like today there's just that type of engaging like content just doesn't exist.
And
like
there's a combination though. There's a reason for that. Like there's probably a bunch of reasons why. That
yeah,
obviously it's
for
the
sure,
holiday
yeah.
season, right? So let's just get the technical.
It's not even the holiday season yet. It's about to get worse.
I know, but you get what I'm saying. Like games are coming out around now, new shows are coming out around now. There's things for people to do outside of watching streams. COVID's dying down, so people are leaving their house again.
Yeah, it's a compounding issue for sure.
Yeah, there's a combination, and then if you go here, if you just keep it on Twitch, yeah, the viewers have definitely dropped, subs have definitely dropped. I think it's a big opportunity, in my opinion. When there's a down, it's just like in the economy. Whenever the economy is like low, it's always an opportunity for you guys to pick, to find somewhere where you can make money when the economy bounces back. Kind of the same thing right here. This is where, in my opinion, smaller streamers have the biggest opportunity to blow up on NoPixel, to make an audience and build something from scratch. Because right now, people, not just the viewers are going. There's a lot of streamers that aren't doing RP on the regular anymore, neither. Like they're doing other things as well. So it's kind of like you have the opportunity to get in the server and do something and make something new and build something.
Yeah, I've been telling people that right now is the best time in No Pixel history to get involved with the server. If you're a viewer and you're like, man, this all sounds so cool, so fun, I wish I could do this. Man, if you do not have your application submitted right now, you are fucked up. Like the app process is so quick right now. The once you get in, like there's been no queue the last couple days. Like you could literally get approved and log in within like a day or two. Like you could be on the server by the middle.
The first
like,
application gets looked up for like hell. It has to be the same night potentially if you do it early enough.
Yeah, and there's no queue, so
app
you're
team
in.
is massive.
This down right here, I promise you, there's gonna be 2 or 3 streamers that are coming out of this down for NoPixel. In a year's time, they're gonna be the next big thing on NoPixel.
People that are starting right now. People that are starting right now. Yeah.
It happens all the time, dude. I remember me and Burn came onto the server around the same time. And I remember when he had 6 viewers and I had 6 viewers. You know what I'm saying? And now look at him now, right?
RPing with Burn when he had 6 viewers.
Yeah.
And I had 6 viewers and I still have 6 viewers.
Oh, bro. Look. Talent.
I think I have a link for the app. Hold on.
Sure of it. Exactly. What's up?
Someone was asking about where to apply for the server.
Gotcha. Yeah, Wetbow, I want to know. Oh, go ahead, Zai. You were talking about it.
I was just gonna say, just go to nopixel.net.
Oh yeah.
No, my
Wetbow,
command doesn't work.
What's your opinion on the state of the server right now?
State of the server. I think, we're at that point where I see a lot of people, and this happens every time. You start saying things like 3.5. And then everyone is like, "Oh, I can't wait till 3.5. I can't wait."
And then they stop getting on.
Yeah. I mean, it happens. It happens every time, man.
The thing is, this 3.5 isn't supposed to be like a memory wipe, at least from my understanding. It's supposed to be.
It's just
really
a content update. It's just a feature.
I really don't think it's gonna be like super huge,
So I know we've talked about this in the past. We've talked about this in the past, and I was a big advocate for it. None of you agreed with me at the time. How are you guys feeling about that annual wipe?
I was.
You guys feeling a different?
First of all, I want to make that abundantly clear. I was for it, and I still am.
I'm not for it.
I'm still for it.
I think every 2 years is good for a wipe. Because it depends. If you put a date, a year date on that, people are gonna rush their storylines. But that's the thing. If you do it once a year, if you wipe it once a year, that's a fucking deadline. Where people are like, well, I'm gonna have to rush my story. Like, what if people have aspirations for their character? Like, a year might not be enough time to do that. 2 years.
What's an example of a storyline that couldn't have happened by now?
I mean, just imagine, look at all so many things, dude. There's so many characters that don't want that fast-paced RP. They don't want to just get there. They want to fucking. I mean, look at Bobby, man. Bobby was wearing booty shorts when he first got to the goddamn server.
It would have been almost the end of the server, right? And I would have just had met the Italian Mafia, and I mean, everything would have been kind of washed.
Yeah, but I mean, you guys could have your big Italian Mafia arc after the wipe, right? Like, it's not like the wipe is going to cause you guys to not exist.
Yeah. It's just.
And then even then, you'd be on the same pace as everyone. You know what I mean?
What do you think, Wetbow? What do you think about like a yearly wipe?
Well, I've never cared about money, so.
Yeah, that's just another Tuesday for you. You're like, whatever. I was making a new character anyways. I don't care.
Yeah. I mean, the wipe was really good. Like that opening portion of 3.0.
The first month of 3.0 was incredible.
But I do feel if you do that every single year, it's gonna get pretty old. I think 2 years. I think I like the sound of 2 years.
I think a year is a long time.
2 years
better.
I think 2 years is a good one too. I take back what I said 2 weeks ago, or I think it was 2 weeks ago or something. When I said a year, I think 2 years is good. Because a lot of people still have storylines that are going on. Cocaine and stuff is being introduced.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't need to be a hard cutoff at a year. It could be 12 months, 16 months, 18 months. I've been spending
this whole year trying to get Bobby to learn how to be a leader. Like, I went from being this fucking shit. Bobby went from being this shit person loser to being a good leader. Like, it took a year for him to get that. I don't want to rush that shit.
Somebody just had
I gotta make that a 6-month line now. And
well, you would just come into the wipe. You would come into the wipe with a different mentality. You would come into the fresh server as a leader, right? Like that. The thing about a wipe is that it's a really good point to turn a page, start over again with something new, right? Like, this time my character is going to be way more aggressive.
I'm just worried that dilute the RP a little bit, like that people again would rush shit. Because it's like, I got a year deadline. And then not only that, now that they know it's a year deadline, but in the last 4 months of the year, it's just a bunch of SBS bullshit because they know nothing they do matters anymore.
Well, that's why you wouldn't make it a year on the spot. It wouldn't be like exactly 12 months. It would be like some type of fuzzy, like anywhere between a year to a year and a half. Like you wouldn't make the deadline.
Kind of shit.
Yeah, you wouldn't necessarily let people know where the wipe is going to be. You would just know that there is going to be a wipe at some point in the future.
Well, this is the thing. Like, that happened with 3.0. Like, they knew 3.0 was coming. They didn't know when. And what happened the last couple months on 2.0? Like, the server
some of the best RP that happened in 2.0 was towards the end. Like, the whole server banning against ZB was, like, some super engaging, really awesome content. Like, it was, like, the culmination of so many storylines coming together. All of the city banding together to take down a tyrant. Like, it was... People were super engaged with that shit. Like, the numbers were through the roof. Like, everyone was tuning in. Everyone was involved. Like, that there was a lot of great RP that came out of that.
I remember the last 2 months, people doing a bunch of SBS shit. The server not being
full. What does
full.
SBS stand for again?
I don't fucking remember.
Small brain
small
syndrome.
brain syndrome.
Dumb shit. Like I remember a bunch of dumb shit happening the last 2 months where people were just, doing all kinds of dumb shit because any day now, 3.0 was gonna come out. I don't want that to be a yearly fucking thing if we had a year wipe and shit.
Well, then ban those motherfuckers.
Was that
like late 2.0, like a month or two before the server finally went down and 3.0 started. I was on there like every day.
Same.
I had the opportunity to be on there. I did tons of parties, tons of great RP, and the server really wasn't full at all. Like it was probably the lowest.
Yeah, I remember
it's
that.
ever been when I've been on. But do
Well,
I want to
what
go
about
back
chat?
to that? Probably not.
What about chat? What does chat think about it too?
What does chat think?
What does chat think?
What do they think? 1 year or 2 years for a wipe?
Chat,
That's
you're
a
right.
Juice has a Juice Bowler there has a really good point. He's saying that once a year you could have an economic wipe, but not a memory wipe.
Yeah, I think that's what
that would be would be kind of cool. It would be a an economic reset, but all your allegiances, all your character progression, development wise,
all that shit, yeah,
would all still be there. I mean, so here's my main argument for having a quicker, like yearish wipe is that it allows people to do crazy things with their characters that they don't necessarily want to be permanent, but would lead to a really fun year. Like, so the example that pops in my head is like, what if on the wipe, Dex, instead of like leading GSF, leads the Ballas, right? Like, imagine a whole year of a Dex-led Ballas, okay? Like, how crazy would that be? Like, it would be so like different and unique and like such a breath of fresh air. And then, but it's only a year. And then after that year's over, he can choose to go back, or he could maybe he liked it so much he's going to stay there, or like things happening quickly give people a chance to experiment without like the like crushing longevity of permanency, right? Like knowing that your decision is going to last forever makes you not want to make that drastic of a decision, right?
Forever, though, it's just 2 years. It's 2 years versus 1 year. It's still going to end. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but I get what you're saying though. At the same time, I like the idea of a economic reset. Because I think 2.0 had one of those. I remember in 2.0 when all like the economic meta completely changed overnight, and everybody was like trying to learn how to make money again, and what was valuable, what wasn't valuable. I think that would be dope again with 3.0.
I'm back.
You left?
But yeah, so all right, so let's go ahead and move on to clip review. We'll do some clip review. We'll talk about some of the stuff that we see in the clips. I'm going to share my screen here.
Oh yeah, I've seen. Yeah, these are some good ones.
Here we go.
Some interesting clips coming up.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got.
I don't have any way to make these bigger than this little square.
It's all good.
I don't give a fuck. It's fine.
Maybe I could do. I'll do it like this. Here we go.
Doesn't look bad on stream either,
Yeah. It's fine to me.
That looks
Well, here, we switch this one. Oh, this is not right. All right, never mind. I'm going back. Yeah, blame Windows 11, everybody. Fuck Windows 11. Fucked us up.
Windows
All right.
11 is out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Upgraded
it's been
to it. It fucked up all my overlays and shit.
That's why
All
I'm
right.
not even trying.
This first clip is something that we talked about before. Class 2s being visible on the back.
No, we did talk about this.
We did talk about it. Yeah.
Like, you won't see Dean just casually carrying an AK.
Wait, Dean?
Yeah, I mean,
Dean carries an AK? What the?
Why wouldn't he, bro? Do you know who he hangs out with and all that shit, bro? Why wouldn't he?
Yeah, he hangs out with me, man. Come on, like.
Yeah, dude. He's best friends with small hands.
Fuck you, man.
I'm sorry.
I guess we should get some opinions on it. Should we ask chat first?
Yeah, do you guys think this is gonna a good change or a bad change? Let us know what you think. Do you think adding guns to backs is gonna be a good thing or a bad thing?
Type in bad in chat. Good or bad?
It's good, dude.
With the update.
A lot of goods. That's how I think it's a good change as well. I think it's a very good change. I'm tired of like getting into gunfights with people and then they just pull a fucking AK out of their ass and I got a fucking pistol. You know what I'm saying? It's like, God damn it, dude. Like, you think I would have taken that fight if I knew they had an AK on them? I'm just a big fan of it.
Be able to hide
I think it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be more pistol versus pistol.
I think it is.
Now, I've always enjoyed pistol versus pistol fighting.
It's a more even fight.
And then honestly brings like potential for like AP pistols to make an appearance. You know what I mean?
Oh, true.
Yeah, yeah.
The AKs will be used more for heists and shit. Like when Chain Gang hits a vault, they'll have the guns on them because they know they're gonna fucking get into it.
Yeah.
So instead of going down to the fucking sack, with fucking AKs in your ass and just blasting everybody, it's gonna be used from on the cops, which makes them a little bit more sense.
Yeah,
pistol fights way better. So true, Black Moon. So true, bro.
Yoik has a good thing too. Like I like the idea of you having some type of thing that you can have that makes carrying the gun less suspicious, right? Like a bag on your back or something like that. Like if you have a bag on your back, do you have a gun? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. The gun won't be on your back anymore. It'll be in the bag, which means when you go to pull it out, it's going to take 2 or 3 times as long for you to draw it. But you can walk around without it being obvious on your back. I think that would be a cool way to do it. Or have like a special glove box in every car that's like a rifle rack. You know how you can buy a harness for your car?
In your trunk, so you actually
I agree with Tony. I agree with Tony. If you want to use the bag route, it takes twice as long to pull out.
Yeah, 2 or 3 times.
I agree with Tony.
Yeah,
on that.
But so you know how you can buy a permanent upgrade for the inside of your car, the harness? Imagine if you could buy a rifle rack that goes inside your car, and then it would give you a second glove box that's that only guns can fit into, and it doesn't.
PD have that?
It doesn't. No, theirs isn't. It's not like that
a rifle
at all.
rack.
They do, but it's not a second glove box. It's a different thing. But just imagine like a second row, like how the burger shot counters have like 2 rows, or they had like 2 rows. Imagine your glove box would be like that. You would have like a second row in there that says rifle rack. It would only be like 3 squares, but it would have no weight limit, so you could just put like 3 guns on it or whatever.
Really quick. I want to know what do you think about the rifles being on the back and shit?
I like it. I've only been in like 3 gunfights.
And then won all of them. The fucking Chad.
God
damn.
Wetbow,
the PvP Chad.
I won 2 of them, and Space Boy killed me on the 3rd. So.
God, he is such a good Chad. Fuck
2-1.
Space Boy, bro. This motherfucker. I love him.
All right, we're gonna watch the next clip. I haven't watched any of these clips, by the way, so I don't know what any of them are about.
I don't think I've watched some of these. I don't know.
So I am 1322. But listen.
Oh yeah, this shit.
Echoing.
3.6.
Go hide my empire. Please, Sonny.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Wait, what happened? I'm so confused.
Who is that guy, by the way? I don't know that character.
Watch top right. Watch the top right, Bobby.
Watch top right. Okay.
Go hide it. Go hide my empire.
Look at this.
$3.6 million.
Does anyone know the backstory for this? Why is he doing this?
0. I have absolutely no fucking idea.
I think he was getting raided. I think the manor was being raided. We're in the process. It might still be in the process of being raided.
Oh, there's
which is funny because we live right next to the manor, so that's bad. What if we fucked them, man? What if it was like the cops, the PD helicopter that was over our house saw somebody at the manor, man? That'd be some shit.
That would be some shit.
That would be crazy. That would make us on bad terms forever, I'm pretty sure.
Forever.
No, I don't think it was because of us. I think they just they got caught slipping. Something happened, and
well, I mean, they've been doing the really high end shit for a very long time. It's gonna happen eventually.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the manor was being raided, or it was.
Oh, I got a comment about this one. Play it.
Not right. Obviously, you wouldn't shoot me dead, but hell fucking terrible.
I'm not hearing a
I'm
double.
gonna shoot you now.
I don't.
Yeah, we're both here.
I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to fix it.
Play it through.
Hold on. I can try the. It's just if I
wasn't doing it for the first clip.
Yeah, the first one was fun.
If I change the audio, then it's going to not show up on the VOD, and then the audio.
It's all good, dude. We'll deal with the double, bro.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. See, I can't do that one. Hold on. Fuck.
Yo, shout out to Slick and Shelly, by the way. Two great RPers.
Yeah. Honestly, hold on.
You guys can't even hear.
I remember meeting Slick when he first came into the city, man. Guy's fucking great.
He is too. So is Really. Really is one of the people that like. She's on my list of like 5 people that I looked up to.
He doesn't stream, does he?
I don't think he does. No.
Hey, don't worry about it. Let's just play.
Yeah,
We're good.
Sucks.
If it must be done, it must be done. I tried to protect Burger Shop.
I bet.
I want to do it. Yeah, to be honest.
Sorry, I've been wanting to shoot his ass for days.
Oh my God, Scruffy.
I
Obviously,
want
you
some
wouldn't shoot that, but hell fucking terrible.
Guess what? I'm gonna shoot you now.
Honestly, hold on.
I'll serve you.
If it must be done, it must be done. I tried to protect Burger Shop by
I
shooting
bet.
Jerry.
I bet.
Oh, I wanted to do it.
Yeah, I wanted to do it too, to be honest. Sorry, I've been wanting to shoot his ass for days.
I bet.
All right, I fixed the. I was able to fix. The
I think
double audio.
that, dude. So as someone that works at Burger Shot and I think if you get fired from Burger Shot, you should be blooded out. I think 100. I was thinking about this, bro, because Burger Shot, like literally, if you're on the end, dude, you know about the criminal shit. I think you should 100% be blooded out of Burger Shot. Like dead ass, bro. Like ocean dumped. Like I think that'd be so fucking funny, bro.
What's this? Oh,
I don't know
if
if Chad agrees or not. Chat, type 1 if you agree with blooding out a Burger Shot, dude. How do you blood into Burger Shot? You don't really blood in. You kind of just become a part of the fucking. They do a lot of really gangster shit, honestly.
Yeah.
They really do.
I like working at Burger Shot, man.
But that's the thing is, if you don't watch like Burger Shot streamers, you have no idea the shit that goes on in the background. They run drugs and guns through Burger Shot.
Damn.
If you guys didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, they do a lot of shit at Burger Shot, man.
Yeah.
Shit. All right, I need to pick up a Browning with my next fucking murder meal.
You literally can.
Sounds good.
All right, there we go.
It depends who's working.
Slip me 1,500 under the table. You know what I'm saying? You man.
Hello, he's smoking, bro.
Smoking, bro.
Smoking, man.
One down.
One down.
Two down. No TT down. Two down.
Houses. Yo, behind Tyrell house. Behind Tyrell house.
In front of house. In front of house. In front of house. In front of house. In front of house. He's lit. He's lit.
He's
lit. Push him. Oh shit.
my God. What's he doing? How's his gun not out?
Dead. Down.
In front of house. In front of house.
Alright, we got two.
Draco's
We got two back here. One over at Draco's house.
Who's that in the middle? Who's that in the middle?
Push the Draco's. I'm pushing Draco's house. Push the
Draco's house.
Yeah, I'm right behind you. I'm right here too.
I'm hearing that double again.
I'm right here. I'm Covenant.
Oh, he's lit.
Fuck, I'm pushing him.
Push him.
I'm running up and going in. Coming in right now.
How's he not dead?
Dead.
Oh,
How did that guy not die?
Two dead.
He shot him so many times right there.
Yeah. Holy shit. Bro,
GTA combat.
is it me or did I feel like I was watching a fucking COD esports game with the fucking callouts that they were having?
I was just about to say their comms are
top right.
Their comms are incredible, man. Holy shit, man.
They are, but they're also really good role players. I had a few like three ballas in prison. You know what I mean? And they started like mini riots, but it was all in like good fun. We know like, you know, we had to tase them and all that stuff, but they never like permanently like knocked us out. You know what I mean? When they fully could have, and we had like all kinds of runs around the prison and shit. I think this version of the Ballas is really, really, really fucking good. Do they shoot a lot? Yes, but they are actually really, really fucking good characters.
Yeah, I've had nothing but great interactions with them. Nothing but.
They're really, really fucking good.
Dude, he blasted that guy like 7 times. And he didn't go down.
I think that dude was around the corner. I think he had just armored up and probably was on Oxy as well, which is why it took so many shots.
Yeah.
And they were all body shots too, so.
They also enable a lot of roleplay that I've noticed.
They do. I've always enjoyed the bot, like even when Mando was leader, I enjoy Mando.
I mean, I was a Bala for a while. They're all good people. I enjoyed them a lot.
Yeah. Crackhead Craig. I've heard Crackhead Craig left though. I don't know how true.
No, I was literally just talking to him earlier this morning. He was wearing full purple.
Did you? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Talked to him.
I think he took a break though. I know there was a few days where he wasn't in the city.
He was here
I
this
think
morning.
that was for other reasons.
But I think there's one more fight.
Yeah, from my understanding, these guys, the current crew of Balas, were a crew somewhere else first. I think.
Okay.
I think they came over as a group, and I think they kind of like have a bunch of experience fighting. Like I think they're like SVR. I don't know where they're from, but I think they are like a
winning a gunfight is a lot about callouts, and they had them.
It is.
Yep.
Like if you make bad callouts, like left, you're gonna lose the fight.
We me and the GSF guys were playing on 5M Arena, and we were practicing our callouts and stuff like that. I feel like I'm a lot better now than I was a week ago. Been hitting the hyperbolic tide shaver.
Right.
Left.
What's this next clip? What's the next clip?
All right, let's see what we got here.
Oh man.
Oh, I love this.
This is in my
This is
fucking
one of
car
my
too, man.
favorite, bro.
This was in my car, man.
This is one of my favorite GTA clips to come out of 3.0.
He had to do this in my car too, man.
Oh my god.
Trying to go for the pit already?
Holy shit!
Oh my god.
Successful, baby.
Holy. I think he ejected.
My car, man. My car, bro.
Was that actually you?
Hey,
No, that wasn't me, but that was my boy driving.
One sec. Let me find some.
Get some bread.
That dude fucking flew. Did you see?
There's another POV of this.
Yeah, I got this.
Still continuing northbound down to the freeway.
He's probably gonna go for the pit already.
Holy shit!
Oh my god.
Successful.
You can just hear him screaming, "Get some!" at the end.
I think he ejected.
Yo, Aaron, watch that. That's the same thing, but it's with two POVs.
Individual down.
Bro, his POV is so fucking funny, your friend.
That dude fucking flew. Did you see?
In my car, man. It never impounded my car, by the way.
He's probably gonna go for the pit already.
Holy shit!
Oh my god.
Successful, baby.
Holy.
Wait.
I think he
Aaron,
ejected.
check your DMs.
I think that guy's dead.
Oh, there we go.
Hey,
Yeah,
individual down.
It being YouTube is gonna make this a lot harder. Hold on, I have to hide my
It's
screen.
double
real quick.
POV.
Yeah, I have to hide my screen real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, hide your screen, man.
Well,
Hide your screen, hide your wife.
I'm signed into my
You're
like.
good. That's actually
personal.
good.
That's actually really good. Oh yeah.
Hey, we're chilling, dude. You're good. Dude, fuck that. Just play the video. You're good.
No, the stream can't see it. Only you guys can.
Oh.
Why?
Because I'm logged into my personal fucking YouTube account.
Oh.
I don't see it. Yeah, but you could just you're using
How's that an
OBS,
issue?
right? You can just whatever.
It doesn't show anything.
Grab the screen.
Yeah, who cares? It's fun.
Yeah, it doesn't show anything. It doesn't.
Okay.
Just from what I see.
It's a special agent bench guy of the FIB. I'm your boss.
Hey, Sally!
Oh my god!
His scream. The one...
Oh god! Oh god!
Bro.
Oh god!
Damn, shit's fucking
He
successful,
fucked my car,
baby.
bro. My car was so fucked when I woke up
ejected.
next morning. My car was so fucked up, man.
Hey, for individual down.
I gotta hear that scream
Get
again.
some! Get some!
It's a
pretty
special
good.
agent bench guy of the
Yeah, I want to hear
FIB.
the scream
I'm your
again,
boss.
please.
Hey, Sally!
Oh my god!
Hey, Sally!
Sally's also a aspiring voice actor.
I think he ejected.
Or he might already be a voice actor. I'm not sure.
Hey,
I've
for
heard
that
that
individual
from
down.
Jay, which is
Get
pretty cool.
some!
I never knew that
Get
about
some!
him.
That's not a get some moment.
What do you mean
Am I
that's
still
not a
hearing that?
get
It's
some
muted.
moment?
You just pit him. He was going over 100 miles an hour.
It's not a get some moment.
Had
What
to
do you
take care of
mean?
business.
Oh shit,
Yeah,
that was
funny.
good. That
That's
was
good.
really good. Jesus.
Fantastic, dude.
Oh man.
That's by far one of my favorite fucking clips, dude, ever to come out of 3.0.
That was good. All right,
funny,
let's watch this.
So we got.
You fix the fucking problem is you get a few people banned, and then people learn that if they have an issue, DM a fucking admin. Right? If you have an issue, have a fucking court case, DM a fucking admin or some shit. I fucking get sick and tired of hearing all the, like, even today I've heard, like, fucking everybody I've arrested except for the last guy, who was great, by the way, had, like, a fucking issue with something. You know? I hate that shit. Shit's fucking mad fucking annoying. It's like stupid.
What is that?
I don't want to
talking
see
about?
anyone fucking getting like in trouble and
Oh,
shit
see.
though. Alright? Because this is like people's jobs and livelihood, but it's like
People
it's your
going
job,
to
it's your
see getting
livelihood. Take it
arrested.
fucking serious. And understand that it's other people's jobs and livelihood as well. Alright? I don't exist to fucking be a goddamn criminal doormat and hear people say their dumb fucking shit. You fix the fucking problem is you get a few people banned, and then people learn that if they have an issue, DM a fucking admin. Right? If you have an issue, have a fucking court
I
case,
think he's talking
DM
about
a fucking admin or something.
people getting arrested in molding.
Yeah, that's
like,
what I said.
in character,
OOC
basically.
molding. No.
OOC molding or in character molding?
I think he's talking about OOC molding.
No, he's talking about people in like saying shit in character, like, "Oh, why'd you pit me
Yeah, I
going
know,
100
but they're
miles an
going
hour? Why
OOC
did you?"
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
I
that.
don't-
Yeah.
It's one of those things. I agree with him because it's one of those things where I'm one of those guys that just roll with whatever comes at me. Like if you're sitting there nitpicking what kind of RP is okay, you're just
Yeah.
gonna make yourself miserable all the time, dude. If you really have that much of a problem with it, like he said, right? Talk to an admin. Do what you got to do. But yeah, you can't really nitpick RP. What's okay and what's not okay, because then you're just gonna drive yourself fucking crazy.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, like, I do think that rolling with the punches is really important, especially when it comes to out of character related stuff. Like, for example, let's say that you had a bank plan and you had a getaway car parked in an alleyway, and you pull up to that alleyway to do your car swap and the other car's gone, right? So, like, obviously it's server scuff. In real life, your car wouldn't have poofed, right? But because it's a video game, your car poofed. I'm of the opinion that you should just roll with it. It sucks that your plan got screwed or whatever.
It's also
but
a
at the
video
same
game.
time, you have to just like in real life, the cops are going to be like, "Oh, well, I'm going to let you off easy because your car poofed." Like that ruins all the immersion, right? Like I think it's really important to just roll with the situations that are presented to you as they're presented to you.
Damn, Double A sound like a cop right now, man.
Even if you're very unfairly impacted by the situation at hand. I think that's the most important part, is that even if you were very unfairly impacted by scuff or someone else's decision, let's say someone breaks a rule, right? Let's say someone loot boxes you, right? Like you're walking out of Alta and they just point a gun at you and rob you without saying a word and completely pocket wipe you. Like that's gotta suck, right? But at the same time, I think it's much better to let that happen and role play with it and, fear for your life and be like, please don't rob me, like actually go through with the scene properly instead of, getting really mad and angry or trying to talk shit or trying to be like, oh, you're just going to loot box me, huh? Is that it? You're not going to say anything. You're just going to loot box me. Like, I feel like that is kind of the wrong way to deal with that type of situation. And I feel like even when you're unfairly impacted by some shit like this, you should just roll with it anyways. I think it's important for the server.
Are you talking about rolling with it like in the server, or are you talking about like on your stream? Are you talking about like as a whole, or
Oh no!
'Cause my
Out of
issue
character, you can go and report that shit immediately. Of course, right? Like,
Yeah,
of
I was
course,
about
go
to say,
and
my
report
issue
him.
is like, say somebody's doing the vault or something, right? And it's a smaller group that has planned this for months, and they've went over things for a while, and they finally have the money to do it. It's not cheap. I think it's like 300 grand to hit all the way to the lower vault. So you got, that's expensive, right? I could see where people are coming from in a sense where if a car poofs and it fucks everything.
Yeah, I think at that level, you should have some lenience. There should be.
I
here-
feel like I don't know about leniency. I think in terms of it's rough, man, because if a car poofs and it's basically like a kind of like a guaranteed getaway and it poofs and you work that hard, I don't think there should be any leniency in the server, but out of character, maybe talk with somebody.
That's a situation where you would get like, instead of giving you, all of these different charges, they would give you just like one much smaller charge, right?
If it's something that big, I think it would be okay if like an admin just, pop the car back into existence.
No, see, that's exactly what I'd hate. No way.
Look, watch this. Listen to why. I did the BSK block party, and our fucking 100 stakes disappeared. You want me to role play that? Guess what I did? I hit OOC, and I was like, "Hey, just let you know, the stakes you just brought me disappeared."
I remember that.
And then Dean came to my fucking rescue and gave me the stakes back, man. And
yeah, but that is different.
All that RP that would have happened after that would have never happened if he didn't do that.
I think that's different because it's not
That's not a consequence. There's no consequences in that scenario. Like the only consequence is
I get what RP would have happened. I get what you're saying, but even that's worse. If there's a consequence, shouldn't you? If you put that much work into a heist, shouldn't there be like a line where it's like,
I think there should be
stuff fucked you up?
I don't think in the server, no, but I think OOC there should be maybe if something really truly did happen. Yeah, but talk about it OOC, Lee. Just go like Double A said, just roll with the punches. And if the admins feel like it was scuffed enough to give you your stuff back,
maybe they'll give you back your thermite or give you back your laptop or whatever afterwards. You could deal with that way after you get arrested, after you deal your time and fine, blah blah blah. The next day,
the server would be so much healthier.
Yeah,
I agree with that because then after they can try it again later because they got their shit back. Yeah, they went to jail. Yeah, they got fines, but on the back end they got everything back because it wasn't their fault that it got fucked up.
Yeah, but I mean,
got caught.
Yeah, but I mean, Jag makes a good point that has happened to plenty of people, and they just roll with it and report it later, and they never get their shit back. I feel like it would be nice if there was a person kind of dedicated. If that was the route that the server wanted to go, we're like, hey, never bring up server scuff. We'll deal with it later. Like if that was like a hard line in the sand rule. If they had a particular person dedicated to it, like, hey, if this happens to you, DM such and such. DM this person. They're in charge of that. They will make sure that you get your shit. If that was the case, I think that the server would be in a lot better state instead of these people
it'd be a lot healthier. Yep.
Yeah. There's a clip that I saw that's a really good example of this where XQC was like trying to swap to someone's car in the middle of a police chase. And like, you know how sometimes when you get out of a car, it kind of desyncs and like you get kind of like bumped by the car and you fall over. Well, he went down from that. Like the car desynced and like bumped him and he died. And then he said, "Cop, revive me, cop, revive me, cop, revive me." And the cop just said no and just walked up and like put the cuffs on him. Like that, I feel like is a prime example of what shouldn't be done in the server. I think that like asking for mid-chase leniency because of scuff or bugs, I think just leads to very immersion breaking.
And it's not the cop's fault, right? Like, it's not.
Yeah. Not only is it not their fault, it's not their responsibility to fix it.
I want to hear what Wet's opinion is on this.
My opinion is, if I was robbing the vault and we were doing a car switch and we got to my car and it wasn't there, I would just be like, hell yeah. That's what I live for. I love tension. I love immersing myself.
No, I like that. I like that, yeah.
And If I'm getting chased, I don't care about money because I could just go metal detecting, right, for like 2 days, and then I'll make like $500,000, right? So it's all about these cool moments. I could care less about my bank account. I really could, because I think it's really easy to make money on the server.
Fucking, I need to start hanging out with you more than shit. Shit,
Well,
I almost get a $95,000 fine, man. I don't know about you, but
I mean, if you just go to the
down.
casino with me for a few hours, you'll make $1 million.
Oh, say less.
Catch me outside, bruh.
But OC molding is just like,
yeah, I don't.
It's so weird. I've only had drama with like a few people, and I've settled it always like in DMs.
I think that's 100% how people should go too. Like, no, it shouldn't ever resort to chats feeling like they need to quote unquote protect their streamer, which obviously chats do, right? Like, it should always just be like, I'll keep my mouth shut and I'll talk to somebody about it over DMs. And I mean, some people don't have that like that mentality. I'm trying to think of the word for it though. It's not like mentality. Some people don't have the what's the word? You guys supposed to help me, man.
Well, sometimes people get in this really competitive mindset.
Yeah,
At the end of the day, we're working together to create a story, to create these situations. Without that
I agree with that.
cooperation, well, then it just becomes a competitive game.
Because you have to remember that, like,
those W's way too long, you know.
Yeah, you have to think about the storyline leading up to the scuff, and then you don't necessarily have to think of it like, oh, the whole storyline was ruined because my car poofed. You have to remember that everything leading up to the car poofing was still all of that great fun stuff. You got to rob the vault, you got to hack, you got to have your chase, you got to have all of that stuff leading up to it. Sure, the ending wasn't as satisfying for you, but on the flip side, it's not like that invalidates everything leading up to that point, right? Like, you still got to do all of those things that you were seeking to do. And you get to, it's just an alternate ending, right? Like, getting caught and going to jail isn't like a bad ending. It's an alternate ending, right? It's like the, it's the alternative. Like, it's not any worse than if you would have got away.
Honestly, if your mindset's in the right spot, you getting caught and all the RP that goes along with it could be just as entertaining as if.
Exactly. That's what I mean. It's not bad. It's not a worse outcome. It's just a different outcome. So, I mean,
this is I need to pivot. This is the part where I have to work on my health. I need to dip out. I need to go take some medicine and get rest.
All right, man. Brother. Thank you for coming through. Appreciate it.
I love you guys.
Much love, man.
Sorry I couldn't say the entire time. But I'm starting to feel my chest hurt a lot more. So.
No, you're good, man. Hey, rest up, all right?
Literally have tiny hands.
All right, well, you know what? I'm not gonna be nice anymore. Fuck
no,
this
I'm
guy,
kidding.
man.
I appreciate you, bro.
Man.
I love you guys, man. Thank you so much. Wetbow, huge fan, man. Appreciate you, dude.
It's very kind of you, man.
And I'll talk to you guys later, man.
All right, have a good one.
See you later, bro.
All right, so we're gonna move on to the next clip here.
Sounds good.
Vinny, any potential future Food Wars feud?
I think he was in the middle of moving.
Before we move on, can someone? What is up with Buddha's mic? Why does he sound like he's fucking like a?
I think he was in the middle of moving.
Xbox Live, 2003.
I just told you.
I just told you.
Might be going through the Xbox arc.
Does he not hear you? Do you not hear Cloudy?
No. I hear him. So wait, he doesn't have his mic with him, or? I repeated the question because I had OBS muted. I didn't think you guys would freak out about it that much. All right. Anyways,
I have no idea.
And Vinny, any potential future Food Wars feud we might have between the Rooster's Rest and your pizzeria? Let's keep it in-house,
baby.
right?
Oh, for sure. Trust me, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
All right. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for that. The Ooh Cafe, more restaurants to join the Food Wars. It should be good.
Wait,
is Maldini's opening up soon?
Very soon, yes, sir.
Nice. Congratulations.
Yes, it's gonna be a lot of fun, man. A lot of big changes that's gonna make a lot of things fun for us. So that's what I'm happy about.
Hell yeah. All right, well, thank you.
Can you stop with these cocks, please? boys. I'll catch
And
y'all later.
and Vinny.
Okay, so I guess the point of this clip is that there's new restaurants opening up. Then, what do you guys think about that?
They're starting a little food
That'll be
war
good.
as well.
The
I think it'll be good. Yeah.
They did get rid of sandwiches and water from the general stores.
Wait, really? Like as of today? Like this tsunami?
Like, I think it was a few days ago.
No. I just bought sandwiches from the
that
store.
yet?
No, I just bought sandwiches from
I
the
did
store.
hear about them. They're gonna do that though. I did hear about.
It would it would have had to been
in-game.
this.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know. Yeah, but they're apparently gonna be starting food wars with each other as well. Maldini's and Uwu Cafe are gonna be going toe to toe with each other. Having a little
Honestly,
feud. That'll be,
I'm much
pretty cool.
more personally excited about Uwu Cafe than the pizzeria, just because Uwu is kind of what I've always said should happen with big new like infrastructural things, is that they get given to someone new and not just given to the same people who already have everything. Like, I think you know, the Uwu Cafe is a prime example of like, all right, we're gonna do this cool new thing, and it's gonna go to someone who doesn't already have 8 jobs and 3 white lists and blah 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 blah. Like, we're gonna give it to someone who doesn't have all that stuff, so that it kind of gets spread out a little bit more. I think Uwu is a great example of that, and so that's why I'm really excited about that restaurant in particular. I think it's going to be really good for the server. All right, let's move on to the next one. What the fuck?
Search warrant.
Well, there you go.
Some hands.
There's
please.
There's
We don't have to, you know, do with that, guys. Take a seat. Let's talk.
Mickey, let me see your hands.
Put your hands up right now, Mickey.
You guys, you can see my hands fine where they are.
Mickey, stand the fuck up.
Mickey, stand up now.
I'm not gonna repeat myself, Mickey.
I
Stand
appreciate
the
the
fuck up.
hospitality, Mickey, but we gotta
Get up.
detain you while we execute this warrant.
Oh, of course.
Stay right there for me. Don't move. All right, we got Mickey in custody.
Fine here.
Copy. Yeah, moving into the back
White County
office
Sheriff's
room for
Office,
now.
make yourself known.
Just somewhere out of the way.
Where's the fucking back office
What does it
room?
say on the table?
Office is clear.
Yeah, you're walking towards it. Double doors right there.
I don't know.
451
Fucking
Hey,
brown garbage.
Clean glass with
Clean glasses.
yeah.
Yeah, it says clean glass with fresh wine. Sorry, I have to mute my mic while I'm playing the clip, otherwise it has that echo.
Are good.
Like, he has the table all set for them with wine and everything as they come
It's a
through.
really
That's great.
cool
It is
situation.
It was, yeah.
So, does anyone know why the Clean Manor was getting raided? What happened leading up to this?
No, I don't know.
I know Buddha does weed.
I know
runs.
I've seen it get raided multiple times in the past. I'm just curious what happened this time.
I had no context. I have no idea. I tried to find
no
it
idea.
before I went to bed, but yeah, Buddha
Chat
does
says
do
he got
weed
caught
runs.
in a
so
weed
maybe-
run. That's what chat says.
there you
Caught in
go.
a weed run. Okay. Well, I mean, Buddha does. He literally just fucking like no fucks given. Will just like fly
does.
through the city 150 miles an hour, just like
With the
drifting around
whole
every.
weed run.
Yeah, with the
With a full
whole
weed run in
truck,
his trunk.
the whole weed run in his truck, just fucking drifting around in front of MRPD and shit, like zero fucks given.
It's actually hilarious, to be honest.
Yeah. All right. Oh, this we have a couple clips about a new drug hitting the server. So let's watch this.
Yeah.
That's Morphin. Yeah, there's tons of it in the back of that vehicle.
What?
Yeah. Check in the back of that trunk right now. Like, it's...
What the fuck?
Morphine, huh?
Hey, keep our guns out.
Yep.
I'm calling Bundy.
Crocodile?
No.
That's Morphin. Yeah, there's tons.
What the?
Hell yeah. We get
So
more
this is
drugs.
desomorphine, also known as crocodile. I heard rumor is that they're renaming this to heroin. I don't know if that's necessarily true or not. But we have another clip that shows what happens when you take it. This is not a drug that you're going to be wanting to take. I will tell you that.
What the fuck is it for then?
I think Morgan.
All right, I'm putting it into my fucking veins. Just a random fucking. Okay.
How do you feel?
I feel all right. Oh.
Jump real quick.
Oh fuck! Oh! Oh God! Oh! Oh no! I'm gonna fucking throw up. Oh!
It's definitely a party.
There's a clown! What the fuck is a clown? There's a clown! Please, there's a clown! There's a clown! Please! There's a clown up to me!
Wait, what?
You okay?
It makes
that was a clown! You didn't see the clown!
No, there's no clowns.
There was a fucking clown! There was a clown! There was
so scary. That is scary. As
Also, I want you guys to notice, look at his health and his armor at the end of this clip. Notice that his health and his armor are like...
Clown! There was a clown!
Wait, what?
I mean, if you know anything about that drug in real life, it's very bad.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
see, it refills him to full armor and full health, and then it starts draining his health, like rapidly draining his health and rapidly draining his armor.
Cool.
That's actually a really cool like addition though, because like, dude, the clown part of it is sick.
Oh, that definitely is. Yeah, you can see the little. It's glowing. It's glowing.
Yeah, that's sick. I like that a lot.
Yeah, that is crazy. So
I'm gonna be giving that to people in their murder meals.
Roleplay. Very cool.
So yeah, this is definitely an RP drug. I love it. It's definitely 100%. Not something you're gonna be popping before a gunfight or anything like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, very, very cool. Yeah, it's definitely one of those things that, you know, people can role play around and like RP addiction and stuff like that. Like there's gonna be a lot of.
It's a lot like the lethal injection, which I don't think any of you have gone through, but I have. And with the injection, you take it yourself and it kills your character. That's what permaed one of mine.
Oh wow! Did you have any like effects on your screen or anything like that when it happened?
No, nothing like this. It was just watching my health bar drain. It's actually very cool.
Wow!
Oh yeah, dude.
That's cool that there's an actual item for it.
Yeah, RP drugs are sick. I definitely think more RP like items like this should be implemented. Just for the fun of it.
This is what I want.
Yeah,
like right here, content like this being added into the server is some of my favorite stuff.
Golden. Yeah, I like it a lot.
I can already see torture scenes where they try and get somebody and they force them to take the drug.
Yeah.
Lock them in a room full of clowns.
Lock them in a room full of clowns. Oh god.
Yeah. All right. So up next, we're going to talk about the, you know, kind of the big thing happening in the South Side right now.
Zero disses of GSF, and that's all.
Oh, there definitely is, though.
No, there's none. It's all about AA and Bobby.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck AA and Bobby, man.
Motherfucker got some J's and shit.
Fucking
he got some
man.
Mars. Bet. Some coffee. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't really fuck. Yo, you want these materials? Cause I don't really give a shit about them.
No, let him keep him. I'm only here to get dirty money, bro. This just happenstance that you happen to be here and you happen to release the GSF diss track today.
There's not a DSF.
I could use another 100K, bro. I could use another 100K. So.
There is no GSF diss track. It's a Bobby and AA diss track.
Yeah, you better keep it that way, yeah. But yeah,
y'all be easy, son.
I could use another hundo.
These fucking guys.
I love Summer and Drew, man. I like there are some hard, like some of the hardcore people in the South Side, and I just fucking love it.
Yep. So let's talk about the GSF BSK war. A lot has happened over the last 2 days in regards to this war. In character, clearly all of the GSF people are in denial that this is what caused it. Out of character, obviously GSF started this war. I mean, we're watching the clip right now. So, you know, in character, none of the GSF people are going to be saying that we started the war. But when you watch this clip, we're clearly robbing Didi. You know, it's obvious that we, you know, instigated this. I mean, you could make the argument that them releasing the diss track on me and Bobby, you know, and they did mention GSF quite a few times. Even though it wasn't insulting GSF when they mentioned them, they did mention them. So, you know, there's a little bit there. So, you know,
the song started it. I think the song started it.
Yeah, I think that without the song, the war never would have happened. I think the song was the catalyst, but I still think that GSF threw the first punch with this action.
Yeah, I agree. I think I mean it's been it's interesting to see. I mean GSF versus BSK round 2.
Yep.
And I mean BSK has been able to wake up a lot more since the queue has been a lot more lenient in the EU times. So I mean, who knows? You know, the war could be a completely different story this time. We'll never know. All I know is AA can't shoot. So I mean, yeah.
Well, that's where you're wrong because I've been living in the arena, baby. I'm
wow,
living in
I'm
living
PvP practicing for RP.
The if you guys don't know, there's a server on 5M called the 5M Arena, and it pretty much has straight up no pixel combat on there. Like the guns shoot the same. You have Oxy and armor that take about the same amount of time to use.
Yeah.
It's like the hotkeys are all the same. Like. And you basically just spawn in on fucking Grove Street, and it's like a free for all with everyone spawning in, and it's a lot of fun. They have all different game modes, custom servers. Like it's pretty fun. It's great. We've been having a lot of fun playing that. It's been a good, fun off stream thing.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, yeah, have they got? I've heard apparently GSF ended up taking down some of BSK today, but I mean that was today, so I couldn't really get.
Is there any clips of that? I wonder if there's any on OTT's channel. Can anyone go check? I know that we caught him selling meth in La Mesa. He was just leaned up against the wall. We were circling around, and he was leaned up against the wall, and I was like, "Wait, turn around!" I saw a dude leaning.
Man. Bobby told me fucking it was in GSF territory.
No. He was selling.
I misheard. Yeah, I was.
God, you made. Oh my God, man.
Yeah, I misheard.
Fucking Bobby, man, unbelievable.
Wow, Bobby, how could you?
But yeah, so wars on war, man. Let me try to find
this. In my opinion, this war is going to be a lot closer than the last one for a variety of reasons. First of all, the queue isn't as big of a deal now as it was then. The server is a lot easier to get into, which I think is going to that's a big advantage for BSK. Just because, you know, a lot of their people don't have prio, so getting in the server easier is good for them. And additionally, they've recruited a bunch of new people that are all god tier shooters, like OG Kins, I think is his out of character name. The guy who plays Marco. Oh my God. If you guys want to be impressed,
man up, bro.
Go watch his point of view, man. I've been watching his streams, and
you gassing them up, man.
Dude, Marco is no joke, man.
It don't matter. It don't matter what game you're good in PvP. GTA is a whole different beast, bro.
I'm talking about Marco in NoPixel. I've been watching his streams. Go watch him. They've been doing some shooting. Like this dude is no joke, man.
I'm the best.
He's good at putting a dot. He's good at putting a dot on people's head. Yeah, Marco is no joke.
Find anything.
Oh well, he's still victim. But yeah, so BSK GSF war is starting back up.
How do you think it's gonna end?
I think that it's going to be a little bit closer this time. I think that BSK is going to take the majority of the fights during EU, and GSF is going to continue to.
Understanding what I'm asking here, chat. Who's going to win? Who do you think is going to win? GSF or BSK? Let's make it simple. BSK in chat, GSF in chat. Who do you think is going to win? I want to know. I don't care about the in between. I just want to know
it's rough this
what
time,
you guys
man. The
think.
circumstances are so different. Like,
and try not to be biased. If you're a GSF fan or if you're a BSK fan, try to actually look at what you see, you know, from both angles, and actually try to decide, like, okay, well, who's gonna win this shit?
Yeah, I think this is gonna be a war of the time zones.
I am gonna have to go with GSF again, just because the comms with BSK are still not there. The comms are still way too hectic.
I agree with that. That was the first thing I noticed.
If the comms were with BSK were better, I'd be in BSK's favor, 100%.
I agree with that. That was the first change I noticed when I went to GSF was that they had
Sims OTT because he will talk everyone to death. OTT is a good talker, man. Yeah, he gonna make Scotty betray Bobby.
Yeah, the famous is right. It is really fucking scuffy right now. GSF will tell you that. Like, GSF has been
this was a big discussion we all had last night amongst ourselves and GSF. A lot of the GSF guys didn't even want to have this war, and a lot of dudes are saying that like they almost don't even want to wake up for the war because the server is so bad right now. Like for in particular, Carter, Lord Netlock, is having a really bad time with the server right now. I mean, this dude's getting like 30% packet loss daily. And he, like, him even just getting in his car and driving to the store, he's like falling through the ground and like his car is flipping upside down and shit. Like, it's so bad, man.
Rough, yeah.
Like the shooting and shit is just awful right now.
It's a
so
bad time for a war right now.
It's a really bad time for a war right now. It's really bad. So like the scuff sucks, man, because like right now this is the most this is an actual, in my opinion, a great reason for a war. Right? There was a lot of buildup from both sides, the diss track, the robbing. It was very back and forth. The natural buildup into a war felt very natural. It's like a great. This is a really good time to have a war. Like the story, the narrative building up into this war was really good. And I think it sucks that the storylines are getting cucked by the server, man. I want to
go to war with no gang, man. I want to go to war with no gang.
So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, both sides are equally affected. So, you know, it's just one of those things where it's like there is going to be a big important fight where one side wins over the other purely due to server scuff. And I think that's just something that both BSK and GSF need to accept and understand now, that at some point in the future during this war, there's going to be a big 6v6 fight where everyone has big guns and one side wipes the other because of server scuff. And it's going to happen, and you're going to lose all your guns, or we're going to lose all of our guns. And it's, you just got to roll with the punches. It sucks. You know, I wish the server wasn't like this, but at the same time, like, you know, the story and the narrative and stuff has been so good leading up to this. We can't just postpone it for no reason. And the servers have been bad for a couple weeks now, so there's no, you know, hope that they're going to be fixed anytime soon. So I think you got to do what you got to do. But here's us robbing OTT. Go back. On the left, next to those blue dumpsters, I saw a person leaning up against the wall.
Roll up on him. Oh, yeah. And he blacked out, cuz. He blacked out.
All right, bro. Hey, show us some hands.
Hands up, cuz. Hands up, cuz.
Damn, that gun.
Grove Street families, motherfucker.
What's up, bro?
Who this be, motherfucker? Who this, motherfucker? Who this?
What's poppin'?
Blacking out, little bitch. When you clap our boys, motherfucker. Ooh, 30 bands. Don't mind if I do.
Woo, let's go.
Bro, no one wants your janky ass meth.
Go fuck yourself.
God damn.
Wait, who's the
Hey, what up, OTT? How you doing, bro?
What the hell was that timing on that local?
You can keep the vest. You're gonna need
no
it.
No one wants your janky ass meth, and then she says, "Go fuck yourself."
She's just not too nice, man.
Yo, take that bike. We gonna go throw it in the pool, cuz, and blow it up.
god. They too nice, man. They didn't take the radio.
Damn, he was reading an email. Oh no, that sucks. Oh, I feel so bad about that. Damn.
Bro, I had the same shit happen to me when they pulled up on me. I was in my head, like just jamming music, kind of just chilling at the intersection. They pulled up, but I ended up driving off.
You were like, fuck that.
Damn.
I was like, fuck that, bro. I saw all of them rolling deep in the car. I
Yeah.
was like, nah.
I mean, that's the thing, right? Like if you're selling meth, that's a very high intensity, like, you know, that's a
it is. It really
it's a very high level dangerous crime. You can't be doing it solo. You can't be in your head, blah blah blah. Like you got to be on your shit when you're doing that. Like it's just one of those things. I mean, you can slip through the. It's like doing oxy, right? Like you could slip through the cracks and get away with doing oxy solo with 100 bands in your pocket 7 out of 10 times, 8 out of 10 times. You'll have no problems. But those 2 out of 10 times where you do have problems, you're losing a lot. You're losing all those bands, blah blah blah.
I'm curious on
Sorry, Aleph. It's the last clip. It's the last
I'm
clip.
curious. Wait, what happened?
Aleph is yelling at me for playing the clip of him getting robbed over. Sorry.
I'm curious on Wetbow's opinion on War RP because you're
War RP.
You're not you don't care about W's or L's, and I mean obviously War RP carries W's and L's for both groups, obviously. So I'm just curious on how you feel about War RP as a
as long as there's roleplay in the conflict, then it's good.
Right.
And I think the best War RP is where people are willing to lose everything, even kill off their character for the War RP. I mean, some wars I don't think should have permas. I think some wars should just be for like, who's the better gang right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't mind War RP at all, as long as everyone's having fun. Then
yeah, and it was like I said, the storyline building up into this has been great. So it's this is as positive and natural of a war as you're gonna get. I mean, it's been really good so far. I've been enjoying it a lot. The Dee and Ginny and OTT's diss track on me and Bobby was exquisite. That kind of was the catalyst for everything. Them getting robbed was just literally a completely random happenstance that Dee got robbed by them. So the full backstory is that Drew wanted to go clap BSK immediately after hearing that song, but Summer didn't want him to do that because she didn't want a war to start. So to distract Drew, she went and took him out robbing. She was like, okay, well, you know what? Screw BSK. Let's just go rob some choppers. Let's go rob some Oxy runners. We don't need to go fight them. And then while they were out robbing, well, who do they find but Dee himself, the guys whose song it was. So, it was really just a completely random happenstance that they, came across him. And it's one of those things that's like the stars aligned, right? Like it kind of opened the doors to this whole storyline happening, them coming across him randomly at the chop spot. So it's kind of cool that they came across him like that. It's totally random too, and it's very natural. So I'm happy that it's been going down. It's been a good time.
Yeah, as long as everybody's having fun, obviously, it's all fair in love and war, man.
Yeah, I think everything's been.
I'm gonna DM you something. Here's a perfect timing moment for your ass right here.
Okay.
I think I know what you're talking about.
You play that?
I think I know what you're talking about.
This is you getting rolled up at the bank.
I've never seen better timing. Like, it was crazy. Chat, look at this shit. Chance.
Yeah, I remember. I think I was watching.
What are the chances of Bobby
or something happened?
I don't see anything. Getting robbed or blapped by BSK for no reason, by the way. I want to point that out. For no fucking reason. What are the chances?
Hands up, motherfucker.
Oh, shit. You're not showing. We don't see it on screen, by the way.
Put him up, man. Get your ass out.
I was just thinking about you, motherfuckers.
Yeah,
okay.
Doughboy's like, oh shit.
Oh shit. He over here laughing, and you guys can't shit.
What am I laughing at, man? What am I laughing at?
Get in the whip.
Chat, what are the chances of... You're good?
Sorry, I fucked up. Hold on. I had the wrong thing shared. God damn it.
So good.
Sorry, chat. I fucked it up for you.
Leaked DMs.
Yeah, I didn't mean to do that.
Leaked.
I need to figure out a better way to do this. All right, here we go.
Chat, what are the chances of Bobby getting robbed or blapped by BSK? For no reason, by the way. I want to point that out. For no fucking reason. What are the chances?
Hands up, motherfucker.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god, man.
Oh, shit.
Like, you just literally jinxed yourself,
I was just
bruh.
thinking about you motherfuckers. Okay. Oh, shit.
That's pretty good.
That's timing.
Get in the whip. Get in the whip.
Chat, what are the chances of Bobby getting robbed?
What's going on in Miami, bro?
In the whip.
What's going on in Miami, man?
That shit was so fucking.
That was
That's
just
timing, dude.
insane.
What are the chances of Bobby getting robbed or blapped by BSK? Fucking hands up.
Immediately robbed by BSK. At least you got the money in the bank first. Yeah.
I was about to say, at least you put your money in. Fuck.
Yep.
Oh my god, dude.
That's so funny.
I was just thinking about you, motherfucker.
Hell yeah, man.
That's great. That's so funny. Too good.
They got
too
me,
good.
man. They got me. It was funny.
Oh man. All right. Well, that about does it for clips. We can go right into add a character discussion now. Hold on. There we go. Let me pull up the list here of stuff to talk about. Let's see. All right, add a character news. All right, first big add a character news. Rule update 6-player groups. This was something we talked about in the past. It was actually our very first main topic on the first episode, that the 4-man rule was too small. Apparently the server owners agreed. It has been raised up to 6 people. What do you guys think about it? Have you all had a chance to play around with it at all yet? What do you guys think?
Yeah, we did. We tested a store robbery with Scotty and the mob. There was 6 of us on scooters.
Six of us, bro.
And,
it was such a good time.
And the cops were
man.
excited as fuck because they're like, "Oh yay!" Because it was the day after the rule got implemented.
Yeah,
they were like, "Hey, this is our first 6-man that we're dealing with." And, we had them call everything, and it was 6 fucking scooters, and it was fun. It was a fun little robbery.
By the way,
you know what I mean?
I lost Garcia. He was in an interceptor, and I was on a scooter.
How did you do that? Did you hit a ramp or some shit?
I hit a construction jump that I know, and he made it, but he scuffed the turn. Like he turned into a wall, and
shit.
He apparently he saw me go into construction, but he wrapped around thinking I was gonna wrap around, but I didn't. I stayed there for a minute, and I came back out the same way I went in. I ended up losing him that way. Yeah, broke his ankles a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Garcia,
Nice.
Get better, man. Get better, man.
Hey, Wet, what about you, Wet? Have you experienced a 6-man? Have you done a 6-man RP yet?
I can't say that I have, but I think it's pretty exciting. I think
It's
the more
awesome,
people,
man.
the better.
It's
What do
awesome.
you think?
My argument was always that it feels so much more natural to have larger groups. The most immersion breaking thing you can have is, oh, sorry, dude, that's rolling with us. You're gonna have to leave. We're already 4.
Happened to me like 2 weeks ago.
That shit's the worst. I hate it.
I can include more friends, man.
But I was thinking about like just going on this ride with these other criminals while they're killing somebody, because it made sense for my character at the time. And it's like, oh, there's already 4.
Yeah,
But,
it sucks.
It sucks.
That's how it was back then, but now it's a little different.
Yeah, you can include more friends. That's how I see it, man.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And a lot of people say, oh, well, I'm worried about the cops getting wiped. Well, guess what? Now that the 6-man rule is there, buff cops. Give them better guns. Give them better armor. Give them some armor
that's
that's
really been getting wiped, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the whole point of cops is that they're supposed to be an overwhelming, unbeatable.
You starting to sound more and more like a cop, man.
Shut the fuck up.
Right. First you
Well,
snitching on BSK, man. Now you out here saying buff cops, man. Unbelievable.
Well, the thing is that you know, I come from a server where the cops were legitimately overpowered, where the cops were balanced around one cop taking down 3 or 4 criminals easily by himself. That's like how the server was balanced, right? It was our benefactors RP. So, and I really liked that about that server because they had no criminal, or I think the criminal limit was like 12. So it was like, essentially there was no limit on criminals, right? You could roll around in big groups, multiple cars, and people did. They have big squads of people. But when the cops rolled up, you didn't fight them. Even if you had your fucking whole squad with you, you still dipped because the cops were balanced around being.
I think fighting the cops can create some RP,
what?
though. Especially if a cop like permos. Like
See,
imagine how much
that's
RP
fun.
can be created around.
Sure,
That, you know?
cops will die and get permit. I mean, that's the thing about being a criminal is that even if the cops are more powerful than you, I mean, you have to remember, me and my squad wiped the cops plenty of times. But the thing is that you still ran, generally speaking, from the cops because they were strong, and that's what makes sense narratively speaking in GTA roleplay is that the cops are stronger than you and that you want to get away. Like the cops being balanced around you being able to fight them every time is shit for roleplay. It's terrible. It's non-immersive.
I don't think
whenever you see the cops roll up, you just no, it's awful. It's
fight them all the time, though.
I'm not saying they do have that problem. I'm just saying that if the 6-man rule leads to the cops getting wiped all the times and people not fearing the cops, buff them. Fuck it, buff the cops.
Well, some
increase
people
the
don't fear
cop numbers.
Man. That's their. You know, I mean, is what it is. I get what you're saying though. I get what you're saying, but I don't want to feel like I'm fighting the fucking Terminator every time I see a cop. I'm gonna be like
really quick though. Like going back to the 6-man rule, someone in chat said something interesting. Like
What?
a 2v6. What about a 2v6? You know, now that there's a
Get more
6-man
friends. Go make more friends.
Get more friends. Get more friends.
Get more friends. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Like
You're homeless.
it's
Buy a house, chat.
yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, like there's that's what role play is about, right? Like you shouldn't be picking fights or doing things that could potentially get you into a fight with 6 people if you're not willing to deal with those consequences, right? Like every action has a consequence, right? Like you can't. It's the same mentality for you shouldn't go down to GSF block solo and try to lockpick a car off a forum, right? Like you're gonna get fucked up for it. In the same sense, like if you're gonna run Oxy, then you should be prepared for a 6-man squad to roll up on you because that's a possibility. And if it happens and you get fucked up by the 6-man, then that's life.
You're
like,
doing criminal shit. Criminals
not
don't roll
every
up on you, bro.
every fucking scenario on the planet needs to be perfectly esports balanced 4v4 fucking one tank, one DPS, one healer. Like you don't need everything to be fucking perfectly fair and balanced. Like having bigger groups is more natural. It's more immersive. You know, if you don't have the numbers to fight a 6-man, then get more numbers. I don't know what to tell you. Like, yeah, life isn't fair. I mean, there's really no better explanation than that, right?
All right. What's the next question?
The next thing is the let me see if I can open this up for the stream real quick.
The rule of 6 is a good addition.
Yeah,
I think it's been fun.
I don't think it's high enough. I think it should be 8 personally.
8? Holy fuck!
I mean, as
I think it
long
should
as
be 8.
top numbers are high, it should be fine.
Yeah.
They can react to whatever situation accordingly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, is the only fear.
That's one thing that's killer for me, man. Is if I'm doing like a jewelry robbery and cops don't come. That's what's like it's happened before too. You know, it's like
it happens a lot. In the mornings normally.
Yeah, it sucks, man. Sometimes I just wait until the cops come. I'm like, fuck it, dude. Like I want to chase.
Like, one time I waited for the cops to come. They showed up and they were like, "All right, I'm just gonna take the hostage. I'm gonna let you go." I was like, "What?" They're like, "Yeah, nobody else is around. It's just me. So you win.
Fuck?
You win. You get to keep everything." I was like, "Fuck."
Damn.
I can't get. I'm trying to show the screenshot, but I can't get it to show up properly. But the next discussion point is going to be the held until trial changes. Does anyone understand those enough to give us a good general overview of the changes and what they mean?
Yes, I do. Basically, you used to be held until trial. You'd be in jail for 7 days without even getting your charges. Now you're not getting. Now you don't get held. You can potentially get a 24-hour hold for investigative hold, but that's like the max you can do now. You can't. They can't just hold you in prison for 14 days and just take their sweet time gathering evidence. Like, you're gonna be out there on the streets, right? So that's basically what Scotty's position is right now. He's looking at 5 years in prison and 8 years on parole, but I am out. It's like kind of being out on bail technically, right? But you're not really out on bail. I like it. I'm personally all for it because it wouldn't have gave me all this RP, like, opportunity to have all the RP that I've been having if I was sitting in prison waiting for my charges. You know what I'm saying? So I'm all for it. I like it. It might be, some people think it's a little bit immersion breaking, where the crims go in and then the big charges they don't get until 5 days after. But I mean,
that's more realistic to me. Like, in real life, when you go in for a crime, you're out on bail like super quick.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like I like it a lot because,
especially if you're rich.
People,
you're out on bail in 24 hours or less.
The smaller people especially can. I know. I think it was Moose brother who plays Hooker Block, and I can 100% vouch for this. Whose character was in for like 40 days, I think.
Jesus.
And then finally got released. Yeah, it was.
Damn.
It was a really bad system. I think if the system was implemented a little bit different, then the HUT charges coming back wouldn't be an issue. But until they fix the issues that they had with it, obviously cases getting pushed aside and people waiting in prison for forever. I think what they have right now, the system in place they have right now, is fine. To be honest. Hell yeah, Noel. Hell yeah, you got that sun in your face, babe.
I know, bro. I'm
I do.
trying to get rid of it.
Back on the last subject, someone in chat made a really good point. Blurg said that when Ling got raided, he shot a cop beforehand, and when he was running, he was constantly saying, "Oh shit, I fucked up. I shot a cop. I shot a cop." Like, that's the exact mentality that I think it should be, right? Like, I think that trivializing shooting cops is really bad for roleplay. I think it's important for cops.
I think that's also on the role player too, though, right? In a sense, because like in a role play sense, you should be scared of cops.
Yeah, but it's really hard. It's very hard to keep that mentality if you could just turn and wipe the cops every time they show up, right? Like, then it's like really hard to be like, oh no, we fear the cops, mow them all down.
If the cops push the manor, the manor is such an easy like place to hold that we could hold it. But instead, like, what we've been doing is we hear like a helicopter and we're like, oh my gosh, and we're like having like PTSD, like we're fearing the cops. So I think it's definitely partially on the role player to just act like they fear for the cops. But I
kind of agree with that. If you make the cops OP, like with mechanics, then there's no room for the role players to actually role play the fear. They actually fear it. Like, it's not really role play anymore.
Then you're fighting.
I don't agree with that at all. If anything, it just makes the role play more natural because you have a reason to fear the cops instead of artificially fearing the cops.
I don't think that's more natural.
Everything in roleplay is artificial, though. No, like
roleplay is improv. One of the reasons when I had to talk with some people, some OGs on the server, we talked about what it would be like for a perma server, and they were like, yeah, we just kind of want the role player to role play the consequences instead of putting a bar where it's like, hey, this is a perma server, and if this happens, then you're dead. They want the role player to role play the consequences. So I kind of, what Scotty said with what the mob was doing is like the cops rolled up, and sure, they could have held a fight, they could have held it down, but instead they were like running around like panicking, like, oh shit, they're here, and I think it's better like that, other than the cops actually being super OP. And it's like,
I guess it kind of depends.
I
guess it kind of depends on the person though too. I mean, me personally, I'm scared of the cops. I'm not always like, yeah, let's shoot these motherfuckers. Like if I see one cop, I'm still scared. So I guess it kind of depends on the person too. I mean, obviously if you have someone like Rami who's rich as fuck, he's like, fuck it, you know, I'll get out eventually because I have so much money or something. Like it depends on the person, but I kind of agree with Double A a little bit. They could be a little bit more OP.
I'm not even saying that they need to be buffed. I'm just saying that if it becomes a problem where the cops are getting wiped all the time, then just buff them.
Yeah,
The cops should 100%. Be winning the majority of fights against people. Generally speaking, 100%. The cops should win most fights, unless the person fighting them takes the fight in an extreme way where they get a big advantage, they get the jump on the cops, some type of like crazy situation that turns the tables. If it's a fair 100%. Fight, the cops should always win because that's better for roleplay.
Yeah, I do.
But anyways, so back to the held until trial charges
changes. Man. We're just looking for the pogs, man.
Then shoot other gangs, shoot different players.
Just looking for the poggers, man. Come on. It's kind of more and more like a cop, man. Where's your badge at, man? Show me your badge, man.
I wish I would love to play cop. Man, I would abandon all of you guys and play cop all day. I'd be gone. I'd be long gone.
Switching to the other side, man.
Oh, I would do that if I could play cop. I'd be on the shit.
I can't wait to post this on Reddit.
Please, yeah. Hey, get me a cop character, please. Hell yeah. Yeah, let's go. But yeah, so anyways, back to held until trial changes. Essentially, like, correct me if I'm wrong, the main change is that you're held after the trial instead of up until the trial, right? Is that generally speaking the main change?
Yeah, you get released on bail, and then when you have your trial,
and then when you have your trial, and then you go to jail. Yep.
So technically, he could just run. He could right?
I could technically flee if I wanted to, but I'm not going to do that because I've heard there are
people interesting. I remember watching Salim.
I was going to
bounty hunters.
I was going to do it, but then Monty told me in character, he was like, there are cases in here of people that are wanted that have been a year old before. And I was like, well, I'm gonna be real. Scotty's not hiding for a year, bro. It's not happening. Scotty is too much of an open spirit to be hiding for a whole year.
Can't fucking try though.
You're gonna get blasted by BSK and left at Legion Bank.
I would get
2 days in.
Double the fine. They would literally say, "All right, you know what? You know what? Your plea deal, screw that. It's out the window. We're gonna hit you with this."
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Then I want to ask Wet and Double A this question. Then you see how he instantly doesn't want to go down a certain route because the consequences would be too severe to go down that route. Wouldn't it be interesting for him to go down that route and try to run away from the police and see how long he could hold out? Content purpose for the viewers, for him, for his people. Wouldn't that be an interesting storyline that now we'll never see because the consequences are so damn severe if he was to do that? You don't think that's like...
No, absolutely not. The storyline would be dog shit if there was no consequences. The whole reason why...
I'm saying too severe consequences.
What
do you think?
No, because the thing is that the consequences aren't too severe. That's just his personal judgment that he doesn't want to do it because they're more severe. It's not like there's a threshold where like...
I basically am in prison. Like, if I do anything like speed, you know how petty the cops can be? I'm basically in prison for 13 days. I could play other characters, sure, but it kind of hinders my RP. So I from a personal experience, like I'm experiencing it right now. I kind of disagree with you that like I'm basically sitting in jail for 13 days, staring at a wall. I can have.
I've been in prison for like weeks at a time.
I don't know, man.
That?
I can't.
How did you feel about that when you were in prison that long?
I mean, here's the thing. It all depends on what you're looking for from the RP, and sometimes because if you do action, you get caught for that action. I do think there should be a consequence.
100%.
I really like this change. I think this change is good. I think if you are able to play the court system and you get you get away with something, I think that's really interesting. I don't think you should be held in prison forever and then you get declared guilty and then they're like, well, time served anyway because you were in prison for like 40 days.
Yeah, I hated that.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
That's really weird. But It really depends on
It-
the
it-
RP and what you did.
I did some pretty severe shit. I ain't gonna lie. I mean,
If you did
Scotty,
severe things, you
yeah,
you
he
should
had
be held
he,
accountable.
he had 180 bags of meth, 140 bags of coke, and 10 boxes of weed. So I mean, it was pretty. Yeah,
that's a lot.
I
That's a
think
lot.
serious crimes should be very punishable.
I think I don't mind it. I don't mind it, to be honest. Because if there was like no consequences, then everybody would just kind of be free reign.
Exactly.
So
That's what I was gonna say to Noel's point is that
it sucks for me, but like if you can't do the time, don't do the crime, in my opinion.
I like what Double A said too. Double A said that it's the RPer's choice not to go through with it. You know, like it doesn't mean that you don't have to. You could still risk it all.
Oh yeah,
and
100%.
still do that storyline.
the most important part
it makes it more juicy because of those consequences.
exactly, and the most important part is how many resources are needed to play into your storyline, right? So running from the cops in a high tense, high consequence thing like that requires a lot of resources from the cops. And I mean, you're dedicating a bunch of different people to tracking you down, chasing you around, you know, turning on the ATM tracking thing, keeping, you know, there's like a ton of people that are involved in that. It's a big resource hog to chase you down and track you down and find you, right? So the consequences need to be high, because if they weren't and everyone did that, the resources wouldn't exist to enable that storyline, right? Like, let's say you need 10 cops dedicated to catching one person who's on the run like that, okay? So if it's a 10-to-1 ratio, just for the sake of discussion, if it's a 10-to-1 ratio, and a bunch of people start doing it all at once, you're not going to have enough cops to give each criminal, you know, the amount of attention that they deserve, that storyline deserves, right? So by keeping the consequences high, it makes it more rare, and it makes it so that when it does happen, the resources are there to give that storyline the proper attention. It's the same thing with the banks, right? When 100 banks are hit every tsunami, each individual bank gets way less attention because resources are spread too thin. But if you make it very hard to hit banks and much less banks are hit, then the resources are there and each one can get the proper attention it deserves. And that's why I think consequences being high is important to high stakes storylines that require a lot of attention like that.
I think my only issue with being caught was the fact that I literally was going 38 and a 35, and that gave them proper, reasonable suspicion to sniff my car.
Yep.
I think.
I mean, they did that on purpose. It's not like they just caught you for speeding. Like, they specifically were following you, and
no, they literally.
They used that as an excuse. Yeah, they used that as an excuse to pull you over.
You gotta. My only issue with that is like there wasn't that much RP that led up to me being raided. Like, my first raid, I wanted to be something pretty, you know, big, because I've never been raided before, and it just was kind of like it was just kind of shut down. Like, I drove away from the cops, then I instantly got pitted, and then I tried to get into a car and we just got mowed down by ARs. It was kind of like I was pissed. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was really pissed. I wasn't saying anything, you know, obviously in game, but I mean, Noel knew I was pissed. I was really aggravated because, like I said, it was my first raid. But at the end of the day, like after all said and done, like the cops ended up being cool. I had a talk with Garcia and stuff, and we were like, I was trolling him about the whole scooter thing, about him losing me, and it was fun at the end of the day. I mean, I like most cops. I think I do think that some cops will go a little bit too hard considering it as a video. I'm gonna that's just my personal opinion. I'm not gonna state any names or anything, obviously, but
no, I don't agree with that at all. I feel like every cop should always be going as absolutely hard as possible. Is my opinion.
Lame as hell.
No, I think every cop should. I mean, there should be wiggle room.
There's no personality.
There should be wiggle room for particular situations, but I think generally speaking, it's a lot more fair across the board if the cops are going hard on everyone, because it gets in situations where they go hard on Scotty, But then some other bigger streamer, the exact same situation happens, and they let that guy get up, and they let that guy get in the car, and they give him that second chase without mowing him down with ARs. And, you know, then it's unfair because that guy is getting special treatment and you're not. I'd much rather the cops go equally hard on everyone. That way that it's you know,
or
a fair...
don't give special treatment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
or
that's
just,
literally what I'm saying is
have a
don't give
chase.
special treatment. Yeah, don't. Exactly.
I mean, they could have just had a chase though, right? I mean, you know, like I didn't have to
you
get
can do it
mowed
both
down.
ways. You can do it both ways. Either you can go hard on everybody, or
Or you
give
can
everybody the
realize
same
it's a content
advantage that you
RP
gave that
server.
guy.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, would that be a better way to phrase what I'm saying? Is that maybe not go super hard on everyone, but instead say go equally as hard on everyone at the same time? And then that's what I think, is that they should go equally hard on everyone. If they're gonna go that hard on Scotty, they should go that hard on Changing next time that happens, or whatever. You know, like everyone should get that same treatment. Is what I think. There should be SOPs, and you follow
think if
those
everyone
SOPs.
got the same treatment, it would definitely help. I mean, obviously everybody doesn't get the same treatment. If I was I do feel like if I was like Buddha, for example, if I was Buddha, I don't think I would have got shot in that car. I think they would have just let the chase happen. But you know, obviously I don't know. Maybe I'm speaking like just not from experience or something. I mean, I don't know. It could have been the same situation happen. But I agree. Like if everybody was given the same like dish, then I probably wouldn't feel as like some type of way. But I mean, I've seen the same situation where I was basically in, where people got into cars and drove away and did this and that, and it kind of felt shitty. Me just getting mowed down, like having no like my car was fucked. They instant pitted me. Yeah,
I mean, you know, so this opinion that I have was actually something that Moon kind of convinced me of when he was role playing. You know, his whole argument was that he wanted the criminals to go as hard as they could against the cops. Rat plans, the most BS, like ridiculous cheap shot stuff you could think of. That's what he wanted every criminal to do, because he wanted to do the same back to them. He wanted to tase you out the car without giving you the chase. You know, he wanted everyone to be, you know, kind of giving it their all, so that there was no wiggle room for.
Like if you're giving it your all, though, then it feels competitive, like a competitive server, just like what Wetbow was.
Well, the reason
being a tryhard.
The reason why you would do that is because otherwise it creates situations where people are getting treated differently, and that's something that you want to avoid, right?
Yeah,
I mean, if you're a criminal trying to get away, like you know, there's a difference between you doing a rat plan and like doing a scooter getaway, right? And like obviously the cops are gonna match your energy on the scooter getaway and probably be a little more lenient with you. It's not like they're gonna fucking ram you off the scooter 2 minutes into the chase. Like that's not the type of try-harding I'm talking about. Like, you know, it's more of like if you want things to be fair and everyone gives it their all, then there's no room for like, oh well, he should have just let me get in the car and drive away. Where it's like, no, they always gun down in that situation. You know, it's like it would be a lot more fair.
I get what he's saying, but I think that's like a recipe for disaster, because then all of a sudden everybody in the server is going to get into this mindset of W and forget that it's RP, and that it doesn't matter if you get a fucking W. It doesn't matter if you lose. It's not supposed to matter anyway.
You know, well, like, I mean, but that's the thing. It kind of does, right? Like, especially like when it comes to bank getaways, like, you know, like people care about like successfully getting away is like a
100%. Is in an RP server. If you're playing GTA Online, sure, go do your thing.
I think people care that they get away fairly, or if they lose fairly. Like I think they care more about that than just losing. Like if they if they get
That's
caught
what I mean.
and it was because you know some scuff or you know ping or something like that, like or local fucking side swipes in the middle of a chase. Like that's when I feel like okay, you know people can be upset a little bit, I guess, but
yeah, I think cops should go hard if it's a very serious situation. Like, for the more serious crimes, like, if you're robbing the vault, and that's the end game of, like, the criminal traditional route of robberies, I think cops should go hard on that shit.
I agree with that.
But, you know, smaller stuff, I think it should be case by case, because it's really difficult to get the PD on the same page. And I think we all know that every cop has their own way of dealing with things, and it's going to be really difficult to tell someone how to play their cop.
Yep.
But
100%.
I do think for these serious situations, cops should go hard and they should take it seriously because the criminals put so much time and effort into doing it. And I think it only respects their effort if you give that same effort for them robbing the vault.
True. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, like if somebody ran a red light, you wouldn't go as hard as, like you said, the vault. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, I 100% agree. Yeah, it should be like, oh, this guy ran a red light. Like, you know, let's have a fun, you know, funny situation. Not make it where this red light's gonna lead to instant tase, cuff, raid, or something like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think if you get pulled over and they bring out the canine and they sniff out the drugs and you just start driving away and they get in their car and you have a chase, I think that's fine. I don't think they should hop out of their car and shoot you.
I think it depends on who you're role playing with too, because you know, if cops know who they're role playing with, they know what they can do, even if it's out of the, you know, out of their jurisdiction, so to speak, right? Like for instance, if you watch Milton T. Pike and you watch him playing Kiki Chanel, you know Kiki Chanel is a handful for the cops. And
oh my God,
they
will
tase the fuck out of her, out of a car, off a bike, you know, all this shit without her even touching a cop. But they know that he's, you know, this is how he role plays. This is cool.
Yeah, he don't care.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Like they'll let him run and they'll act like they're chasing him, like, like, you know, it's a whole scenario because they know who he is, they know how he role plays, they know he's gonna put a fucking show on. I feel like when people build their reputation, our peers start building their reputation as being a guy who rolls with the punches. That's the good thing about rolling with the punches is when you roll with the punches, cops will in the future give you leniency to push a little bit more, and then you push a little bit more, and then before you know it, you're holding cops up hostage and they're not shooting you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it just randomly, just because the RP is getting juicier and juicier every time they see you.
I mean, I can bring up a situation where in 2.0 I was playing Amadeus, who was more doing whatever I want, less Civ. And I'm getting chased by Wrangler, and we all know Wrangler, right? You know, that's the guy who goes hard on a lot of people. But we had built that sort of our peer friendship compatibility. I don't even know what you would call it, but we know each other. We know each other's styles. So he catches me and just throws me in the front seat of his car because his car is broken. So I say, all right, I'm going to throw the repair kit in your glove box. So I hop in there, throw it in. He locks the doors. He says, all right, I'm taking you a mission row. Grab his ponytail. We wreck. Hop out. I do coke. And it's just like a fun situation with someone who always goes hard.
Slash me grabs ponytail. That's great.
Yeah, slash me grabs ponytail.
Exactly,
that's exactly what I did. And he role played crashing the car. And this is someone who, if you don't know Penta, if you haven't roleplayed with Penta and you hear about him, you hear about this reputation, you're like, oh, I don't think I want to roleplay with him. But you just got to build that friendship over time.
I actually like Penta.
Yeah.
I think his roleplay is really, really good.
Oh, he's one of my favorites. He's like my number one right now.
See, like he goes hard, but I feel like he's like,
you can go hard with him though. That's the thing.
That's exactly what I'm saying. He's the prime example.
And he'll take it, man. And that's the thing. It's like a give and take. If you're gonna go hard, you better be able to take that shit too. Like
Penta's good, man. Penta's good. He's obviously been role playing for years and years, and he's just got that experience. But he's definitely one of my favorite RPers for sure.
Yep. So can we talk about everything that you guys have been talking about? Is essentially, if you boil it down, a form of metagaming, right? You're building a relationship with the person behind the character that you're role playing with. It's a positive, very positive form of metagaming. What do you guys think about that? Do you think it's something that people should be doing more often? Do you think it's just a hard line in the sand, metagaming bad?
I wasn't even talking about OOC, like knowing a character.
You can build up those relationships between characters too, right? Like, let's say you're someone like Wetbow who plays different characters all the time, and you build up these relationships with another streamer, and you do trust each other to have good RP scenarios, and then they let you get away with certain things because they know it's going to lead to a good storyline. That is technically a form of metagaming, but it's a positive one. Do you think that that's something that people should be avoiding, or do you think it's a good thing?
I mean, I believe it just naturally happens.
True.
I don't think I'm not role playing with someone and I'm like, okay, I can get away with this, I can get away with that. I'm usually just role playing, and it just naturally happens, and I'm like, okay, that person's really fun to RP with, and that's the bottom line of it.
But then, like, let's say that you a week later you hear that same person's voice, but they're on a different character, and you feel inclined to go RP with that new character, even though you've never met them before. You want to like kind of create a storyline with them. That's something you would do, right?
I think that's okay.
You're like, hey, I like this dude. I had fun role playing with him last time. I'm gonna go role play with him again.
I have something to say on this because we actually had a scenario like this where, when we were in BSK still, where Penta was playing this coke kid who rode up on the street. I didn't know it was Penta. I had no idea. To me, it was just another character. I like not knowing who it is, because in my mind, I was like, I want to RP properly. Like I don't say properly, but I want to RP. I don't want to bend my RP because of the person playing it. But I learned that day that maybe sometimes it is in your best interest to do that, because you say yes to more storylines that way, as opposed to doing quote unquote what your character would do. That day, Penta rode up. He was the coke kid on BSK Street, and I was playing, Bobby as this gangster character in training, who was like, okay, this fucking kid just rode up on the street, talking. He's trying to do a deal with BSK. I'm like, what are you doing, the Southside kid? And then Bobby tries to rob him, and lo and behold, what would have been a better thing to do is later, Double A points out, like out of character, because I didn't know it was Penta. I didn't know. I was like, he obviously, Penta being the great RP that he is, would have gave us this RP storyline that would have lasted a lot longer, maybe even days, if not weeks. And me doing what I did right there completely ended that storyline. But had I known it was Penta, I would have known, oh shit, this could be juicy. Let's see where he takes it, because this isn't some amateur shit. So, back then I was more against this, but now I'm kind of more for it. They're like, hey, if someone's a good RPer, they're not gonna, give you some bullshit. This might be juicy. It's not in your character maybe to say yes to it, but maybe you should say yes to it.
I'm always open to people like newer people regardless though, right? Like, I'm not always gonna, especially on newer characters, flock to kind of like the same friend group.
Yeah.
I like to branch out and just RP with people I've never really talked to and met before. Because
I
it's
RP
just,
with everyone.
yeah, it creates it creates diversity, right? And that's what you plan on doing when you make a new character. Is you want something that's diverse, not the same stuff over and over again. So knowing somebody that like behind the character, I mean, obviously, if there's like the one voice Andy's, aka me, then it's like hard to not do it. But yeah, I kind of like. I'm not against it, but for like a personal preference, I like not knowing who's playing the character. To be honest,
that's how I am.
I just feel like I flow more naturally.
I see the benefits of the other side too.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
I'm not against it though. Like
me personally, I'm all for it. I think that once you know that you role play with someone really well, and you have that chemistry between you both as role players, and you trust and understand that both of you are on the same page when it comes to things, I think that it's very healthy, and it can lead to a lot of really good things for you guys to just let things flow. And kind of trust each other, and maybe do something that you wouldn't do otherwise with this person, because you know that you can trust them. And I think that's really good. I think that's really good.
That's the thing, though, because roleplay is not about you. It's about you and other people. And if you trust those other people to create interesting storylines and great RP, then you're having fun. It's no fun just walking around the city all on your own, and then you see somebody but you're like, oh, I don't want to roleplay with them. Like, of course you want to roleplay with them. Like, you want to have fun when you're on the server. You can't... I think some people will get into this roleplay elitist mindset where they're like, oh, I don't want to roleplay with that person. They have, like, 10,000 viewers. Like, no, just roleplay with everybody the same and try to have fun.
Yep,
Like, I
exactly.
don't care if you have like 1 viewer or 10,000 viewers. I'm there to make stories. I'm there to know your character, know what you've created. You know, bring these creative minds together, because that's what No Pixel was about. It's a melting pot of like so many different styles of roleplay and backgrounds, and bringing them together, it can create something special. Sometimes you meet someone, not that fun. That's okay. You know, we're too different, I guess. Then you meet that one person, you're like, I love role playing with them.
Yep. And like you can look at it this way too. Like imagine 2 alternate realities. Alternate reality A, you see the person that you have an out of character trust relationship with when it comes to role play, and you gravitate to them for the storyline you were trying to make, and it works out and it's great and everyone loves it and it's a good time. And then alternate reality B, where you see that person that you know and have the relationship and you're like, you know what? No, I don't, that's too metagaming. I'm going to go somewhere else. And you try out a storyline with someone different and it's a bad time. You're not on the same page. There's no chemistry. You don't, you know, the storyline ends up ending really early. Maybe they like, you know, just end up saying, who the fuck are you, and shooting you and gunning you down and robbing you, right? Like they, you know, the storyline ends poorly. Like, I think that's a great example of like doing a little bit of this, you know, whether you want to call it metagaming or whatever. I think it's a good example of why it can be a positive outcome for everyone.
Yep, 100% agree, man.
But alrighty, I think with that, we're going to go ahead and call it to a close. We're right at the 3-hour mark.
Are we at 3 hours? Holy crap.
Right? No,
we're at 2 hours.
We're at the 2 hours mark.
Yeah,
Oh, well, I mean we're kind of out of stuff to talk
Was
about.
it the final topic? Was it the final topic?
That was it.
Yeah.
We're done.
Okay, so yeah, we'll just close out, I guess.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well,
Every episode doesn't have to be 3 hours. I mean,
yeah.
You know, some weeks are going to be slow. Some weeks are going to be. I mean, there was still more stuff to talk about.
Oh wait,
but,
the Vagos. What about the Vagos? Did we get to talk about the Vagos though?
What happened?
No, what's up with the Vagos? Bring it up.
Remember the Vagos leaving?
Yeah.
Like, not all the Vagos.
Okay,
But like
give us a overview of it.
Somebody mentioned it in chat. That's the only reason why I'm bringing it up.
Yeah.
So Benji left, KJ left, Chico left, Ash. She wasn't a Vagos, I guess, so she just went with Benji. Someone permad. Who was it? Timmy 2?
Timmy 2 permad, yeah.
Which character was it? Chino.
Yeah, there's several of those characters that have very similar names. I don't know which one he was.
It was Chino. I believe because Chico is still alive. So yeah.
Shout out my boy Chico, man. I love Chico, man.
Everybody saluted him in the OOC when he went out, man. He went out like a champ. He went out like a champ, man. So yeah. What do you think about Benji? Double M, talking to you first, and then everybody else. What do you think about Benji leaving and everybody? You know, all those people going with him. What do you think that does to the Vagos? And what do you think? More important, what do you think that does to the RP in the South Side?
I think it's super healthy for the server, for massive gangs that are, in my opinion, way too big to get split up. I think that the Vagos, in my opinion, were just too big. They had so many people. They covered every time zone heavily. They were just like an overwhelming, just fucking smothering presence, right? And I feel like that getting split up is better for them because it gives them a chance to shine and have more individuality. Whenever you have like in real life, if you look at a crowd of 1,000 people, each one of those people is much less interesting to you than if you're looking at a photo of 5 people. Each one of those 5 people is going to stand out and be, unique and interesting to you. So I think having multiple smaller groups is not only more healthy for the server, it's more healthy for the people involved in those groups. It's just better all around. The only thing it's worse at is that the Vagos are less powerful. I mean, that's like the only real downside, right? Like, but at the end of the day, I think it's super healthy for the server. I think it's I think it's a great thing. I like it. Now there's a little bit of discussion on why they all left. That I'm not necessarily sure of. I think it was a leadership thing. Like someone was saying in chat, they left because of Speedy. I don't know. I honestly don't watch any Vagos characters. I could not tell you pretty much anything about them at all. I've heard that it was a leadership thing that caused them all to leave. So, I I don't know.
Oh hell yeah! What's
Why
up,
did my
Double A? Damn.
Why did my camera?
Damn, man. Hell yeah! What's up, bro? Damn, you trying to what you trying to do? What you trying to do right now?
I don't know why my camera did that. What did my camera?
What's really good, man? Are you flexing on us right now with your fucking fancy ass camera?
No, that's
oh
not, there we go.
shit!
I have multiple cameras too.
Oh
A
shit!
situation
Okay,
like that
fancy, man.
just creates more RP, you know.
100%.
And there's another group. Now there's another group in the city too. You know, another
Yeah,
North Side crew.
and they're kind of they're like GSF's new weapon dealer now. So Benji's group is so you know there's that whole like now we get to RP with people we didn't get to RP with before. You know, like Benji being in the Vagos, we really didn't necessarily get to RP with him much, but now that he's kind of his own thing, we get to RP with all. Like last night, I got to play my OTT diss track for him. That's something that never would have happened if he was still in the Vagos. Or it would have, it probably would have happened. The likelihood of that happening would have been a lot lower. So you know, yeah, I think it's great. I think it's good.
Hey, more power to people fucking leaving gangs, man. You know,
No gang, son.
Do what you want to do in RP. Always, you know, do what's fun for you, man. Whatever. Like, don't let. Like I'm sure some viewers were like, "Oh, don't leave," etc., etc. I have always believed in just like doing what you want to do and do what you think is fun for you. Like, I'm glad if they're happy with leaving the Vagos and they're enjoying RP more. Now that you know they have this storyline built up, then more power to them. I respect it.
Same.
Yep.
Oh, well, I guess that was that.
Yeah.
I mean, the interactions I've had with the gangs in 3.0 has been way better than 2.0.
Oh, so true. So true.
With that. I will say 3.0 has been a lot more RP centric. 2.0 was, I feel like everybody was hitting a jewelry store or a bank like clockwork, to the point where
I enjoyed 2.0, man.
I was just about to say I disagree with that completely. 3.0 seems
really
so much more
grinder
focused.
I'm not saying I didn't enjoy 2.0. I'm saying that I remember everything being hit like clockwork. As to, I think that's the reason why things are more grindy now, is, you know, so it's not, you know, so easy to hit these things. But
yeah,
I think the RP is better now than it was in 2.0.
I definitely think.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends. You know, if you're talking about like 32, some people think the 32 slots was like the golden age of RP because it was less people, less, I guess, deeper story. I don't know.
I definitely think that. You know, 2.0 had its pros and its cons, and 3.0 has its pros and its cons. And I think that if we tried to even remotely go back to some type of 2.0 system, that it wouldn't work with the system now, just because of the fact that there's literally double the players. Yeah. Almost triple the players. So it's like,
that's the thing. Yeah, I remember them being 60 slots or whatever.
With the grindy system or whatever, like, I don't get me wrong, I don't like grinding, but it's also like necessary because then everybody would be hitting banks. There's literally 3 times the player count, and it's just the cops don't have enough. There's not enough cops for how many players on the server, to be honest. So I'm glad they made it harder for banks and stuff like that, even though it does kind of suck. But I'm glad stuff like that is harder to hit, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, 3.0, 2.0 both have pros and cons. Yeah. And I'm ready for 3.5, man. I heard, apparently that's coming soon, TM Opium. So I'm excited to see what the devs have in store for it, at least. You know, the rifle on the back is a cool concept. You know, I mean, who knows? The audio playing in the car might be introduced. Ooh. That was you know,
that would be awesome.
A while ago.
They said it was
which
done.
would be amazing.
They said it was done too.
You said it's been done for a long time.
I mean, you know, Uwu Cafe and Maldini's is coming soon, and I've been enjoying the server. I mean, like I said, 3.0 has a lot of pros, man. There's been construction going on, and you know, you got the Wu Chang building, and you got all this stuff that you didn't really have in 2.0 that you do have in 3.0, like the Dean's World and stuff like that. So it's been fun, man. I enjoy 3.0 a lot.
Yep, same.
I started having a lot more fun when I stopped looking for shit that was going on and started creating my own shit. So like a good example of that is like me creating No Gang Gang. As scary as it is, because I don't know, for me it was scary to do that.
Oh yeah.
I'm having a ton of fun and I'm excited to wake up every day again to do RP because it's something I'm passionate about.
Bro, I'm glad, man. That's how I felt with the Mafia, man. It's just they're such a good group of guys, and it's been so refreshing to just, even after being raided and being completely fucked and probably gonna go negative and lose my R8 eventually down the road, it's still been it's been such a fun time because it's nonstop meetings. Which me personally, meeting RP is one of my favorite RP. I really enjoy the slow burn RP stuff. So it's kind of my style, and it's been so refreshing because most of the groups that I've been with have been go do, whereas the Mafia is like, okay, well we'll do this, but we're gonna have this meeting first. You know, we're gonna have this slow burn RP first before we do this. And it's I'm glad you're having the same feeling that you feel refreshed with No Gang Gang, man. It really is. I'm happy for you. Yeah.
Yep. Hell yeah. But yeah, hey, I think with that, I think this is a good time to close it on out. I think we hit all the topics.
Oh yeah, man.
We'll go around. Everyone shout yourself out one last time. Tell everyone where they can find you. Reintroduce yourself. Tell everyone where they can find you. We'll start with you, Noel.
No Illusion. Twitch.tv/No Illusions. No Illusions on all streaming platforms. DMC Free Music. I play Bobby Beats. And yeah, that's it. No gang gang. Man. No gang gang, son.
All right, Cloudy.
Cloudy DL. I play Scotty the IT guy, and I also actually play a character named Bozo the Clown, even though somebody took that name now. That was actually part of Chatterbox's family. I've known Chatterbox since Eclipse RP, which has been a really long time, since before both him and I got on NoPixel. So I might be planning on playing that character more here soon, because I really enjoy Chatterbox's RP, and he's more of a slow burn RP guy too, and he likes to take his time with storylines. So yeah, I'll be playing more Bozo the Clown probably, and I play Scotty the IT guy obviously, and find me at Cloudy DL on I think everything. Something like that. Yeah.
Hell
Twitter,
yeah.
Twitch. Oh yeah.
And last but not least,
Wetbow, hit us.
I'm a Wetbow at twitch.tv/Wetbow. I play Party Hardy, Amadeus, whole variety of characters, a lot of long-term storylines, a lot of interesting RP with so many different people. And I would like to say this, there's something big coming for my channel. So stay tuned for that. And it's going to involve the whole server, maybe. We'll have to see.
Oh, that's good. I like community events and things that bring the community together, so I'm very excited to see and hear about that.
Awesome.
Oh yeah.
You know I love events, man.
Oh yeah, man. That's why I love Party Hardy so much, man. He always brings the community together. I love it.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, Wetbow, do you have a particular person that you would want us to host? Anyone in particular you know of who's live right now who you think is deserving of a host?
Do you know the guy who plays Roy? Roy Armstrong, I believe.
I do.
Yeah. What's his thing?
It is this. Let me put in chat real quick. Mega.
I like Roy. I didn't even know Roy streamed.
Right,
perfect. All right. With that, we will call it a day. We're going to I'll play a little song for you guys. The new OTT diss track. I'll play it for you guys, and then we'll hit the raid afterwards. Thank you all for showing up. Appreciate you all greatly.
Wetbow, I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, Wetbow, thank you so much for coming up on short notice. We appreciate you a lot for coming through. And we will see you all next week right here on the Pixelcast. Have a good one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yo, hey, this is Double A. Yo, hey, I was listening to your song. Hey, I really like it. It's a good track. It's a good track. Y'all killed it. Y'all killed it for sure. But hey, I want to say y'all fucked up. You fucked up big time. Targeting me? Double A? Man, I got more dirt on you than all of Mount Gilead, bitch. Let's go. Hey, nice track. I'll give ya props. You asked a lot of questions. Those are answers I will drop. Unfortunately for you, that fax machine will never stop. Why you call yourself a gang when you really just a sweatshop? I'ma start by calling you grinders. Brainwash punches, wearing your blinders. Jenny counterfeit, not designer. Jenny ain't her own, you designed her. Puppet master, hand up inside her. Lost every reward, need a reminder? Only thing anyone's heard Didi say is if he could get 9 per. Everything you run turns to shit. That is a hard pill to swallow. But if you were a good leader, then you would still be a follower. Switching up my style is something that not all you can do. And Jenny's sound the same the whole way through. Green Pie Creations is dead and gone, it's more life is through. Just call yourself BSK Records, no one works with you. Now let's take a deep dive. You're on OTT, kept your name out of my mouth, showed respect, that was some of me. I should've known you would come after me on some dumb shit. Thought you'd be better at taking the L, the 3 rows where you all got folded. Remember when you planned for weeks to take that yellow line from them. Then when they got suspicious, you turn around and change your plans again. Remember when you planned on Rob Flippy and Vinny at the meeting. Then when they showed up with their friends, you bitched out little self-defeating. Let's be real, we all know that you sell your meth down in La Mesa. Doing it for so long that you really have just come complacent. It was a Green Pie Creation, take it count for gang operation. Laundering money all day, this is not just an allegation. ODD, OD, ODD. You owe me an apology. Murdered with your own auto-tune. Man, who the fuck is this D-Money guy? Another time we keeping your label alive? He was out living Los Santos. You were ex's little bitch. You're such a fucking pussy. You have no pride in your colors. I really tried to change you. You're blacked out cause your fear of repercussions have just claimed you. Send your boys in on foot while you snipe cause you're afraid to. Hiding in your studio while she herself just shames you. Now he's open in the closet. Let's be real, the biggest loss BSK ever had is me. I'm the only one over there who had personality. Blending all together, lacking individuality. You're a Southside gang only just by your technicality. You're gonna fall someday, that shit is just basic gravity. Killing at the game for you is just eventuality. Honestly, at this point, I think that it is your specialty. Don't come at me on a track again, you're dead.